All right. So, Duker, just let me know when we're recording.
Yeah, it has been recording for the past 15 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Because I don't know when
So,
we start, so I'll start early. Might
that's
as well.
fair. So, we're going to start now. So, who can tell me what happened last time?
Everyone died.
But we got
No.
cake.
Try again.
We were
No,
sent
we
to
ended
rescue a priestess. There was lots of cake. That was all the important stuff.
There was a bat bun cake and bat cupcakes.
It was actually a
And
wedding cake
undead
bat, is how I have it
baker.
in my notes. If we want to
Okay,
get
it was
technical about the concept of the cake bats.
So technical.
We ended up running into a crypt or whatever that for some reason got turned into a bunch of all the. It basically was like candy.
Willy
lands.
Wonka's chocolate factory.
Basically, it was Willy Wonka's chocolate factory of D&D mini dungeons.
Yes.
But without Oompa Loompas.
Without Oompa Loompas. Who knows? You guys did skip a door.
We did.
But there were cupcakes that had bat wings and bat heads.
There were. So, did you guys remember maybe anything about what you found at the end?
Yes, there was an undead baker that
Cookie Dollar.
had done magical things that could do delicious things. But if you combine them all, it was the major disaster for everything involved. And he wants us to find them so that it
close
doesn't
enough.
fall into wrong hands.
That's
And-
correct.
And unfortunately, raocow probably just set the guards off on him.
But yeah,
That is true. That is true. That is something that I have noted down. So,
And he did throw
Mike-
my parasol in a molten chocolate. I do
mhm.
not look forward to meeting it again.
So, Duker, for giving me the most detailed description of what happened last time, I'm gonna award you a hero point.
Yay!
And now, you guys, it's still the same day. So you guys still have all the same injuries and spells used that you had as the end of last session. And you guys are basically in the middle of town. You guys just reported back. You got your money from the guard captain.
Hooray.
And what are you guys gonna do now?
Well then. There was
You got a whole town before you.
pendant or something
And
that was
5
stolen
artifacts.
just hours ago. So we should go look for that first.
Well, we decided that we'd go after whoever stole the amulet first, right? So maybe we should try to find the lead or something.
My character's gonna just say, "Hold on a second, make it," and say, "I need to take care of Naren first."
All right, what's that errand that you need to take care of?
He's going to go try and use his influence to get the guards to not go in there or whatever, go in the thingy mabobber.
I don't know. That was. I must say that Nava was pretty convincing to those guards last time. They probably already sent them out. I mean, you guys left probably like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they already mobilized a force. If you want to sneak back in, granted, the entire team would see you walking back in there, so
Yeah.
that'd be up to the rest of your party to react to.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you got an errand, then go take care of it, I guess.
how'd you suddenly have an errand now and not before we went out there, sir?
Since you sent the guards off on a actually fairly good person,
No,
even if they are undead.
that created objects that can bring upon the end of the world, if I may finish your sentence.
He may have done that, but he never intended them to get used.
You don't know that.
But he
pretty
did have all of them like 250 years ago. If he could have used them, he could use them. But he didn't, so that's
But he
something.
could. I just don't
He-
think that, it's not a good thing to have around. Is basically just what I want. Yeah, he didn't use them, but he could, or because of him, those objects can now, land in the hands of people that they shouldn't tend to. Like, he should be controlled and be put away somewhere safe. Is all I'm saying.
I don't think that's what the guards is gonna do to him.
No. And with that, my character actually turns around and walks back into the barracks and say, they've made it, or whatever, tries to sneak back into the barracks.
So,
Go around and-
Nava, are you going to do anything about Railgill just turning around and walking right back in the guard's office?
Well, I'm going to go on a loop around.
Well, I'm
Try.
gonna try and follow him. Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, are you going to try to out sneak him, Railgill?
Yes.
All right.
Uh,
That's a pretty good stealth check, Rob. If you want to keep an eye on this guy, you're going to need to roll pretty well perception.
So Pineapple's gonna roll. So that's all right. Dang it! Dang it! Wow.
Pineapple kept an eye on Railgill for a bit, but then he was just gone. Granted, he was just complaining about how you talked to the guards, so I don't know. Maybe you can take a guess as to where he went.
Yeah, and I'm gonna act upon that guess.
All right, so you're just gonna walk right back in the guard office by any chance?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I'm gonna say because Railgill went a roundabout way, that you actually make it there first if you just make a beeline for it. So, Nava, you and Pineapple just burst into Captain Stonelaw's room, and you see him sitting behind the desk. He seems to be writing, maybe a letter or something, maybe doing some paperwork. And looks up and says, "Can I help you?"
I carefully approach and I just kind of lean by and I'm like, I don't know. I heard you here because I thought trouble was gonna be coming over. Looks like I might
Trouble?
have been a bit faster than expected though.
What sort of trouble are we talking about?
Someone who's gonna try and come and interfere with the squadron of guard you just sent up the mountain.
Interfere? How so?
Well, you know how I said there was like a dangerous skeleton wizard up there? It turns out that he has followers here in Daventry, and they've learned that, we're going to be sending someone up there to upset him.
Really? Are my guards in danger? I did just send a small group of them.
I mean, it's just one person, but they're clever. They might try to deroot them or something. I'd be very careful.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Now,
Yeah.
Railgill, were you headed right toward Captain Stonelaw's office, or were you planning on actually going to intercept the guards?
Probably was actually going to Stonelaw's office, but I'm going to make a perception check, see if I can spot raocow in there.
Okay, so you're going to do like a perception check to see if you can maybe hear the conversation, just get an idea of whether Nava and Pineapple are in. Yeah, it's not too hard to pick up on their conversation. The walls are kind of thin, so you make it there like just at the end of Nava's
And
talking
going
to the guard.
duck back out. Wait, and going to duck back out and wait for raocow to get bored and leave.
So Captain Stonelaw looks up and says, "Very well. I'll have to send another scout up there just to give a heads up to my men. Thank you for the notice. Is there any other information that you have on who this person might be?"
Not as of yet. Just, keep your eyes open, be careful. That's all I want is safety for people here.
All right. Well, if you do find any other information, we would love to know it. So please contact us immediately.
All right, and yeah, with that, I would step out, and I'm gonna do. Can I do another perception check, just like around the place?
Yeah, so you're like gonna walk outside the building and like do a quick look around.
Uh-huh.
Actually, Relgil, are you even trying to hide, or are you just like standing out?
Yeah.
Good
luck.
all right, take your look around. Man, these are some really nice juniper bushes. That's about all you get.
Well, I mean, I did what I could. I guess I should try and meet back with the other people that I have worked prior in the day.
Yeah, so Don Bellmer, did you just stand in the middle of the street as
Well, no, I was planning on asking around for any leads, gather information to find out if anybody knows anything about the person who might have that plot device.
All right, so what sort of person are you planning on looking for on the side of the road here?
Well, considering that they managed to sneak into that dungeon on their own, they must be probably sneaky, but also tough enough to, get through these monsters.
Well,
Somebody
actually,
like that.
so as far as you know, the place was simply a normal crypt before Thaddeus Bakerton was awoken.
But that was too recent, because as far as I remember, the amulet was also stolen very recent, so,
Yeah, it was probably about 4 or 5 hours ago from what Bakerton said.
In that case, maybe ask around for somebody who might have tried to pawn off. Well, I doubt that somebody would pawn off something like that, but something like that might have spread some word around.
All right, so you're gonna look for like a pawn shop.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you have knowledge
that was
local?
what
by
I
chance?
was thinking as well, to find a pawn.
Okay,
pawn shop.
so you two are gonna go try to find a pawn shop.
But
if
while
either of you
walking
have
around,
knowledge-
I have my sword partially sheathed, so I can see if it starts glowing or not.
All right. So, I want both of you to roll me a knowledge local check, assuming that you have knowledge local.
Nope.
No, I don't have it as a class skill or level.
You don't. Okay, so roll me raw intelligence check anyway. You can't get above a 10, but it might help you find a better pawn shop.
So what happens, like, if you live here? You still need to have knowledge local?
So if you already live in a place and you've been there for a while, basically you're basically going to get an innate buff to how
Okay.
much you know about the surrounding area.
So that's
But neither of these two
basically.
players have
Okay.
really spent much time here. Neither Velmir nor Don are locals, so they're kind of poking around. And Velmir, you managed to find a pawn shop that doesn't look too sketchy, and it's got just a bag of miscellaneous goods on a sign carved in right above the door frame. So it's right on the middle of Market Street.
Alright.
I walk in.
Yes, anyway.
All right. So Don, you walk in just fine, but Velmir, I need you to make me a reflex check.
Okay. I just need to find where in the sheet that is.
No, it's Velmir that. Oh wait. Oh, that is.
Yep.
Sorry, I was
That's
mixing
me.
up your voices briefly.
Hey, it's fine.
Get used to it.
I'll get used to it. I swear.
Found it. Haha!
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay. So, you notice that just as soon as Dawn enters, an umbrella falls right in front of your feet, and almost trips you, but you manage to like do a front flip over it. You are so on top of it. You are used to this umbrella,
Oh, yeah.
and so you're perfectly fine. Your umbrella is just sitting on the floor in all of its gaudy glory, right in front of the door.
Yeah.
How did it make it?
Yeah, I pick it up and put it in its normal place.
All right. So, and you see actually, there's a human behind the counter, and he looks up after seeing you do a flip over the umbrella and says, "Who are you?
No one special.
Why
I'm
are you
just,
doing flips
looking
all
for-
over my store?"
Oh no, it's a no flip store.
No, he actually points
Well,
to a
let's
sign
be out of here.
in front of his, right on the front of the counter, and it says, "No loitering, no skateboarding, no flips."
So
Well,
it
could've
was a reflex, okay? I can't help it. Sometimes I just kind of flip. Okay, but I won't be here for long. Okay, I'm just looking for a very specific object.
All right. Are you two together?
Yeah,
Sort of.
we're looking for. We're wondering if somebody might have come here to try to pawn off an amulet of some sort. An acquaintance of ours has lost his, and we figured that somebody might have brought it here.
Amulets. How recent was this?
Less than a day ago.
Yeah.
Less than a day? We haven't gotten any amulets in the past day. Most of the time, what we get is miscellaneous swords or salvage.
Have might any idea if there's any other place where somebody might have tried to?
While we're talking, I'm walking around the shop and see if my sword reacts or nothing. Also,
All right. You actually don't see your sword react at all as you're wandering around the shop. Although the shopkeeper is kind of giving you, he's watching you a little intently as you're walking around with your sword like slightly drawn.
yeah.
So he says, I gotta say, I don't think I don't think that our shop would be carrying what you're looking for if it truly was a stolen good. We actually do decent background checks on all the items, see if they were recently used.
Well, they was stolen, but yeah, nice.
Do you know who might have brought it in?
Nope, absolutely not.
No, not a clue.
I don't. I definitely haven't gotten any amulets in the past day, and I'm not sure if I can help you at all if I don't even know who I'm looking for.
Oh well, was worth asking. Thanks for your help.
Anything else I could help you with? Can I interest you in any goods?
No thanks.
That's. Yeah, no thanks.
All right. Well, have a nice day.
Thanks.
I don't bother replying. I just walk out.
All right. So now that I imagine that you've probably met up with the others at this point, would you have headed down to Market Street in order to look for them, or?
Well, I mean, if they're not where I left them, I'd let Pineapple fly around, and I'd be able to spot them eventually when they get out of the store. So yeah, it's not a problem that I get back with them.
No, probably not. Ralga, what are you doing?
Rogo? He's. I think he's actually.
If you want, we can get back to you.
Conversation. He's probably going to. Actually, honestly, probably actually go to his, that sort of stuff, and try and use their leverage or whatever. Ask them to tell the guards or whatever, because going to explicitly state it. One of my party members just kind of.
So you're gonna go to the noble house of Demerit Evil Crusher?
Yeah, and basically ask him if he can't talk to Stonelaw because of the simple fact of that raocow, or whatever his character's name is, basically apparently is very, very personal when he wants to be, and poisoned the guard against it. And well, they probably know who Bakerton is or whatever, or at least.
All right, so you're going to try to get some information, also leverage the guards back. Unfortunately, you know that it's probably going to be like an hour tops for them to get to the hour tops more until they actually get to the crypt, and it's probably going to take you like at least 45 minutes to get across town to where they live. So
how is it quicker to get to the crypt than it is?
I mean, they left like 15 minutes ago. They're probably out past the river at this point and probably going up the trail.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they don't have roads and buildings to weave through.
Uh, I'm. I, s- I suppose you're just gonna go talk to Stonelaw then, and actually say because he never got a chance to say it. The guy in the Crip's name or whatever, Bakerton.
All right, so you're actually going to go back to Stonelaw's office.
Yeah.
All right, so he looks up as you enter the office, unless you're trying to like sneak into his office for some reason.
No.
All right, so he looks up again. He goes, "Yes, can I help you?"
I honestly think sending them up was a bad idea. The whatever wanted us to retrieve an amulet or whatever from him. That's why I woke up from that. His name.
Oh, hold on, back up. What are we talking about? How do you know about the guards I sent up?
Because of the fact of I was with the party that you turned in the quest. My whatever is apparently extremely paranoid or something, and
So the person that you actually returned the quest to was not Stonelaw. Stonelaw was out of the office at the time.
Oh.
But the person who did return, I have his name here somewhere. I think it's Otis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his name was Otis, and so Captain Stonelaw kind of goes, "Oh, I guess he was a little open with our procedure. All right, well, yes,
again,
we've sent up the guards.
Recognize it. He was apparently a pretty famous baker wizard around here a few hundred years ago.
Wait, the skeleton was?
Yeah, he was apparently a well-known wizard around here or something, who made baked goods and that sort of stuff and got buried up there. He apparently set a spell off.
Did you say his name by any chance?
Yeah, Bakerton.
Okay, just making sure. He rolled a natural 20 on knowledge local, which he does have, so he knows exactly who Bakerton is. Well, hold on. Just because somebody is resurrected and they were once good doesn't mean that they'll stay good. Necromancy tends to have ill effects on the mind.
That's what I said.
So, you seem to be saying that this skeleton who kidnapped the priestess
actually did so purely because he thought she had some part in stealing his amulet. When he realized that she didn't, he let her go.
All right, so you're gonna need to make a diplomacy check. Yeah, he's already pretty convinced. Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Captain Stone was like, "Look, I have a feeling that there may have been some misinformation among your team. However, I guarantee that our guards will get to the bottom of it. If the skeleton does happen to be benign, then I'm sure that my team will find out very quickly."
Mm-hmm. Okay. And just leave.
All right. So Stonelaw gets back to his work as you turn around and head on out. So, the rest of you actually have some time in the middle of town before Ralgil gets back to you, assuming that he is heading. So,
probably going to take a roundabout route again.
All right. So now that you meet up with the others, so you guys are standing outside of one of the nicer pawn shops in town, right in the middle of Market Street. The crowd's bustling and pretty noisy, but you did manage to find each other.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna do anything before Ralgil shows up?
Well, I guess we would be exchanging.
Blanket on top of there. The power supply overheats for the laptop. The little power brick. The blanket, you had it covering the power supply.
Hey, Terrence, can we get your mic muted for this? All right, so are you guys just exchanging information outside, of which you have basically none?
The Empire man. Can you when you use your sword to detect around? Can you tell already if it glows more in a direction or not? Do we have a direction at all?
Good question. I don't know.
From your experience thus far, which is rather limited, as far as you can tell, it's just a hot cold thing.
Yeah, but I think it's just the proximity.
The question is, how close do we need to get before it starts reacting?
Yeah.
If it's only 10 meters, it won't help much.
It was reacting where it was one floor above Acre 10 last time. Well, that's when it started.
So for clarification, that's what you noticed. You hadn't
Yeah,
drawn your sword before that.
That is true. That's what I noticed. So it should be a decent range, I guess, on it.
Now, Nava, do you have knowledge local by any chance?
I doubt it, because it doesn't sound like the kind of thing I'd take. Just let me check real quick. Nope.
Unfortunately, I don't.
I live here, but I don't know anything about
Well, you're more likely to know things anyway, even if you don't officially have knowledge local. So if you'd like, I'll let you make a knowledge local.
All right.
To see, kind of get an idea of what around town might be of use.
So that runs on intelligence. Nope.
You're like, I'm sure we can get the information somewhere.
Yeah, it had like I don't know, like we
You know,
got.
there's libraries at the college. There's that, but
I think the key is we just need to find out how your detection thing on your sword works. Could I do a spellcraft to check how it could work?
yeah. If you use detect magic in combination with spellcraft, you can learn the details of the spell if you roll high enough.
Well, let's go ahead and do that. Oof.
Yeah, it's some sort of tracking spell. That's about all the information you're getting. Well, Bellmer, you too have detect magic, I believe.
Yep, yeah, I do. So I'm gonna, and I have spellcraft, so I'm gonna do the same. Check.
Wait, spellcraft is untrained for you?
It is. Well, I don't have a rank in it, but I have it as a class.
Yeah, so if it's a class skill but you don't have a rank in it, it's still considered trained. So you're up a creek. You basically get about as much info as Rao, if even less.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, my boss, in theory, would be way better at being able to detect this kind of thing, but I don't know if he's statted or not.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to ask him.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. I want to go, let's go check out Uncle Lumpy.
Alrighty. So you're just a few blocks down because Uncle Lumpy's pretty close in the middle of Market Street here. So you actually managed to find yourself at Uncle Lumpy's Magical Goods. And it's got it's one of those buildings with a really big window with a grate that opens up so that it's a stand as well as a building. So that grate thing is open, and Uncle Lumpy himself is kind of leaning on the counter, and he sees you approach and he says, Nava, how's it going?
Going all right. Honestly, I'm already getting some interesting leads for some stuff we can get, but to get there, I was wondering if you could do me a favor and see if there's anything you can find out about the sword my compatriot has here with him.
Certainly. I expected you to have left town at this point. I didn't expect you to be back here, but certainly I'll take a look at your companion's sword. Is this something that we're looking to purchase from him?
No, but it's the key to getting some pretty good goods.
What sort of goods are we talking about here?
Well, I'm just kind of sneaking on by. I mean, basically, if I get this going, we should have basically a room's worth of magical object as a reward.
Oh, that sounds great. Why are we whispering?
You know, just don't want the other people like you know the what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Competitors. I don't want the competitors to know.
Are they from Wall Market?
Could be. I don't know.
Bastards. All right. I'll take a look at your sword, good sir.
Yep, I put it on the countertop.
All right. Now he kind of you know, Uncle Lumpy is far from a terribly skilled wizard, but he has dabbled. So he at least has a few small spells, including Detect Magic, which he uses to appraise many of his goods. So he begins focusing on the sword a little bit, and let's see how he rolls. Oh, that is enough. So Uncle Lumpy says, "Oh, this seems like it's designed to track very specific magical frequencies, basically magical signatures. I'm not quite sure if these are the types that we're looking for, but it looks like it probably has a range of, I don't know, 100, 150 meters or so."
Okay.
Well, that's good news. We could basically just sweep the entire market street just by walking along.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how it tracks, though. I know that it does have some sort of innate tracking.
The house.
Does it vibrate? Does it like point the way? Like
It starts glowing.
Glows. Oh, that's annoying. You can't tell where you're trying to actually track it to. It'll at least tell you if you're nearby. Hopefully you have some better leads than that.
What I'm curious about is if it's possible to copy that spell onto some other object, so we can have multiple people go around looking for these things.
Are you asking Uncle Lumpy about that?
Yes.
Probably. It would take probably a couple weeks to properly craft a second item like this, though.
Ooh, I don't think we have that much time, actually.
No,
Not that much
not
time.
really.
What's the rush?
Well,
One of the
basically-
items was taken just hours ago, basically.
Just
Yeah,
hours.
we have an idea that it might be here in Daventry, but we don't know if the person who has it is going to be here for that long.
Oh my! Where was this stolen from?
A place.
He's gonna roll a sense motive there. Oh, you're gonna need to roll pretty high in your bluff check.
Well, dang it.
Well, technically you're not bluffing, so I'll let you make it a diplomacy check if you like.
It's the same.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, he knows that you know exactly where this is from, and he kind of raises one eyebrow as he kind of gives you a little glare.
I mean, I'll just go ahead and answer and say up in the crypt.
The crypt?
Mm-hmm.
Which crypt? I know that there are a few around outside the city.
You know, the one up there.
I'm assuming you actually.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually came up with the name for the crypt, but yeah, it's one of them. He says, "Oh, that's
The candy
That's
corn
a-
crypt.
that's a crypt that's used for a lot of famous historical figures. Probably
Mhm.
ripe for grave robbing."
I mean, Uncle Lumpy, I'm not gonna say that's where I first started to look, but that is where indeed the amulet came from, and would be worth.
Now, Nava, you know that we at least try to stay within the boundaries of the law. It's a little hard with Bull Market as our competition, but please do try to not bring too much shame to the Uncle Lumpy's magical goods name.
Don't you worry about that. I'll try to make sure that it's all going to be nice and legal.
He kind of looks you up and down and says, "Who exactly are you? Are you a paladin?"
I would know about that. I'm just wandered up from the south trying to help people with, do good stuff, fight evil, all that, you know. I mean, suppose you could call me a paladin, but I don't know if such a grandiose word would apply to me.
All right. So, what's that symbol on your shield? Is that a puppy?
Yeah, it's the image of Lord Shiva.
And he's gonna roll a knowledge religion check. Yeah, he's never heard of this god, and he's like, whatever. It's probably one of them. He kind of just gives a shrug, like, whatever.
I don't know why we would want knowledge religion on that, but sure.
Well, that would get an idea of how confident he would be in whether that was an actual god or not. He has no idea. He's like, whatever. And he says, good luck actually tracking down whatever artifacts they are. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully they'll sell well. I look forward to seeing your return.
I look forward to coming back a rich person.
That's the spirit.
And with that said,
Well, your uncle seems like a nice guy.
Oh, he totally is.
All right, so
No
let's
doubt
actually.
I lean down and whisper to Naba, but is his name really Lumpy?
As far as I know. Actually,
That's a weird name.
actually, Lumpy is more a title. It's an apocryphal title that follows from generation to generation. I've never heard his actual real name, though.
So when he dies, do you inherit his title of Lumpy?
Well, I mean, that's my hope. Like, I hope that when we come back, I can come Cousin Lumpy and take over the store.
Well then.
I wouldn't want that title. Just saying.
You wouldn't understand. You're not from here.
No,
but
I
it's
don't.
okay.
I don't understand.
But
Okay,
it's
at
okay.
least as much.
All
Good
right,
for
so-
you. You have a goal in life. Congratulations, I guess. Well then, shall we go and try to find something?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what would be the most efficient way to test this.
All right, well, you guys are figuring that out. We're going to cut back to Relgil. So you've actually made it back to the estate of Demert Evil Crusher, the dwarven royal family of Daventry. And you find yourself at the front gates, tall, barred. See the great mansion behind them. So, would you have some sort of secret knock? Some sort of would it be like a butler that lets you in? What's the standard procedure for entering the Evil Crusher estate?
You're talking to me?
I'm
wasn't-
talking to you.
I didn't say I was going there. I said I was going to try and meet them up, but since they already had already.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's my bad. So did you go to meet them up? I imagine that you probably
Well, I
snuck
went
up
to
and
the-
observed
I
them from
The
the
obvious place, probably spotted them out where I'd left them, didn't see them, and probably stood there waiting.
Okay, so you're still standing in front of the guard barracks.
Probably, roughly, leaning against the wall waiting for them.
Well, it's been
Sure.
like 15, 20 minutes at this point. You don't know where they've gone. Would you like to
Well-
make any action, or are you just gonna keep sitting there?
Pretty sure Railgill doesn't know about Nala's uncle Lumpy, in quotation marks. So
So
I'm-
are you just gonna sit there? You can maybe try making a survival check to track them.
sure.
All right. Roll me a survival check. They weren't trying to cover their tracks or anything, so it'll probably not be terribly challenging.
I've got nothing.
Oh, never mind.
Wow.
Nope. You have no idea. You start follow. You like see a single footstep heading toward the center of town, and you follow it, and then there's just nothing else. It's like your eyes just glaze over, and you don't see any other sign of them.
To be fair, kobolds are tiny, so a crowd is pretty good at hiding people.
Who are you
That's
calling
true.
tiny?
Kobolds are tiny.
Kobolds are pretty tiny.
They're small, but not tiny.
So
Okay,
you-
they're
you can-
not tiny in terms of official Pathfinder scale, but you know what I mean.
So
Yeah,
you're like basically you get the gist. They headed down Market Street because you see the footsteps of where they were standing and the direction that they're facing. But that's basically all that you've got.
I don't actually have gather information. Actually, doesn't just
Diplomacy.
Yeah. So
Well,
basically, if you want to like talk to somebody, you just be.
Ah!
Oh, okay. All right. We'll use that role. You just talking to a random person on the street, or are you trying to look for a
Yeah,
particular type of person?
Spotted the rest of the silly group.
All right. You find you find a human female walking down the road carrying a big basket full of clothing. And you just walk up to her. What exactly are you asking her?
I'm just going to describe the, raocow and probably Darby and Duker and ask if they've spotted them.
Have you seen a Dhampir about this tall and a half elf about this tall with a dog on a shield, and a sylph about this tall with this weird fish bird thing? She goes,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, they went down that way. I think I saw them back at Uncle Lumpy's Magical Goods."
Okay, I try and find that place then.
All right, roll me a knowledge local check. Considering you've spent some time here, it's not going to be super. If you don't actually have it as an official skill, then you just roll a straight intelligence check and you can get a maximum of 10. Yeah, so yeah, you find the place pretty easily. But you get there and they're gone. And in fact, we're going to cut back to them and figure out where they went. So, where did you guys go?
Well,
So yeah,
was
you guys
a
like
suggestion to strap the sword to a pineapple somehow. See if that was possible.
I mean, yeah, like if you trust Pineapple to be strong enough, I think it'd be worth it. Just fly around, because if the range is 100 feet, like you can just
100
float-
meters.
Yeah, 100 meter, which is even more. You can just fly around like above things and see if the sword reacts like in a pretty wide range.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let me actually give like a token for where each of you guys are roughly on the map here, just so we
Yeah,
can get an
these
idea of
towns are
where
just-
you guys are searching.
All right.
So I'm gonna make it red on the outside and teal on the inside. Let's hope that's not too ugly. So that's where you guys are. Actually, yeah. So you guys were roughly here. So which way are you guys gonna be heading?
And Rogo's probably somewhere around here.
No, actually, that's where Vargil is now, and that's where they were. So I'm trying to figure out where they traveled.
I'm
So-
thinking probably northwest towards the town center, because that's where all the big buildings are.
And slowly go towards the museums district, because
All right, so you guys are
that's a good
heading like this a ways ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys probably cut right down the center of town. So you guys are about here, and there's kind of a hub of like spidered off streets from here. And as you get there, I imagine you're just having Pineapple flying above carrying the sword.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we might as well just carry the sword around. I mean, as long as we're just walking somewhere. If we had Pineapple do it, he'd have to. It's basically to have him, fly over the entire town.
Yeah. So I imagine you guys are walking under Pineapple because Nava can only get so far from Pineapple before things get strained first.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But by being above, there'll be like less stuff in the way that might get in the way.
So, what sort of noise does Pineapple make?
That's a good question.
It's like a squawk? Is it like a burble?
It's a wet squawk.
A wet squawk.
Squawk, squawk.
Does anybody want to potentially imitate this so I can get some sort of idea of what a wet squawk sounds like? Because I have no idea. No takers? All right.
Squawk?
We're just
I
gonna say
have no idea. I'm trying to figure it out myself.
that's okay. I have no idea either.
No, that was
So-
terrible.
So Pineapple's kind of flying in a circle above you guys as you guys are walking toward the center of town. When you guys get to roughly the center of town, when Pineapple's about here-ish, slightly to the left of you, more toward the theater district, the sword glows very slightly, and Pineapple does give off a wet squawk.
Oh,
It's in
Oh-ho.
fancy homes, isn't it?
also we're gonna have a raocow join in 5-10
Yep.
minutes.
Oh man, cool.
Our alarm didn't go off, apparently.
All right. So yes, good, great, good.
All right, so you actually see around here, the town center is actually where all of, like the real fancy shops are, and where a lot of, say, the nicer inns are, for example. So this is kind of like where the bourgeoisie spend their time.
Right.
especially when you get toward the theater district.
So I'm assuming it's like out of league of everyone in the party, basically.
Probably, except maybe Railgill.
Huh. Well, he's not there, so.
He's not there. So, yeah, sure enough, you actually, when Nava's flying somewhat to your left among the theater district is when you actually start getting a very faint glow.
Okay, well, let's follow the trail, people.
All right, I'm gonna need one of you guys to make a survival check to follow this properly and see how long it takes for you to track down the source. So, who has the best survival?
Huh.
Probably not me.
Who's the oldest of us?
I am.
Let's see.
Easily.
I have no survival, so yeah.
Me neither, and wisdom is my worst stat.
So then it will be whoever has the best wisdom if no one has
I've got
survival.
0 all across the board here, so.
Why survival? Oh no.
Damn it, Horikawa, why couldn't you get here earlier?
Oh, Horikawa is here?
She's
Well,
gonna be
he's
joining
gonna
us shortly.
here. Yeah, shortly.
In a little while.
So, somebody's gotta make a survival check if you really want to track this.
Yeah.
I'm not with him yet, so I'm not.
I guess I'm gonna do it.
Who has the highest wisdom of everyone that's in this group? Well, 16's
Wrong
good.
button.
No, that's
Nice try.
hiding is not gonna help us.
I'm no good at this.
Oh no, I better track this. Let me hop in these bushes.
Isn't there a stalk skill? That would help. In this specific situation.
Not particularly.
No.
Basically, survival's kind of like for orienteering, and that's kind of what you're doing in a sense.
Yeah.
Trying to
it
find
makes
where it's
sense.
bright. So,
Or a
I'm gonna-
perception to see it. I guess maybe.
I
It's
mean,
more than
congratulations, you can
percepting.
see the sword.
Yeah.
It's a matter of your tracking ability at this point.
Anyway, nobody of us has any bonus to survival, so I guess.
Somebody's got to do it. Who would take the lead?
Come on, I click on survival. Why doesn't this?
Well, pineapple is Navas, so. Go ahead and roll.
There we go.
All right. So you guys end up wandering a bit, and it's going to take some time, and that actually gives Ralgil some time to potentially catch up. So Ralgil, you're actually standing in front of Uncle Lumpy's magical goods, and Uncle Lumpy himself leans kind of over the counter down at you and says, "Why, hello there. Can I interest you in some magical weaponry?"
No, but someone told me a self with a fish bird was around here.
You must mean Nava. Yes, Nava was just here. Are you a friend of Nava's?
Uh-huh.
Um,
I was doing something with them, and I had to make an errand, and they were gone when I came back. I've been trying to find them.
Well, they just headed toward the town center, and he points out the direction.
Thank you, and have a good day.
All right, so
And
I'm
then-
gonna need you to make me another survival check to actually track them down once they are in. Once you do actually start tracking them, because once you get to the town center, they kind of scattered off into the theater district some. So just make me another survival check to try to track them down.
Oh.
All right, it's actually not too hard to find them because they have Pineapple flying above the buildings, and you see Pineapple holding a glowing sword, right above some of the buildings. So you're actually able to track them down pretty quickly. So you actually make it back to the rest of the group, and they're kind of wandering seemingly aimlessly through the theater district, getting steadily more frustrated as the sword seems to be glowing brighter and less bright as they wander through the weaving alleyways.
Man, if
And
only
I'm guessing we're
somebody
getting.
could do
Yeah, go ahead.
triangulation.
Yeah. I'm guessing we get many weird looks at us since we're following that weird fish bird with a sword. Are we following?
I mean, most people don't look up, but the people who have looked up, yeah, they definitely give a confused look. And, yeah, so yeah, this is basically like playing Pokemon Go in the city, except there's only one Pokemon in the entire city. So
I thought-
and your tracker is kind of
Pineapple's a
garbage.
Pokemon.
Well, the pineapple is the closest thing to the trainer among you. So,
Oh shit, but does that make raocow?
so while we wait for Horikawa to get back, I actually need to go hit the restroom real quick. I'll be
Alright.
back.
Yeah. Then I'll do
and
the
then
same.
when Horikawa shows up, we'll resolve your tracking. I'll return shortly.
I'll take this as an opportunity to get myself something to drink then.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, I
imagine,
have food. Gets
I
much
imagine
better.
people have taken this opportunity. Some snack. Let me switch to our investigation music.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there it is.
I like that this name is literally investigating too.
I actually renamed it just so I would know when I was supposed to play it because they all have like weird names when I originally get them.
I'm back.
Can you guys actually see the full jukebox list?
Oh,
No list, just now playing.
Just now playing. Okay, good, because there might be some spoilers in the titles of some of these. That's good to know. Horikawa, it's been almost 10 minutes.
What's the excuse gonna be when she rejoins us?
I mean, her alarm not going off is actually a pretty good excuse, so.
No, I mean in game.
Oh,
Absence in game.
I mean, she has a penchant for just wandering off anyways, so I'm gonna ask her what she's been doing while everybody else has been faffing about.
Game
Oh,
probably.
well, remember that she
Some kind
set
of
off
terrorism
a bomb
and
last
then
time.
she comes back with us.
We'll see, won't we?
But she set off a bomb last time. There should be panic on the streets.
But the
Actually, when
Or-
roll me a retroactive perception check if you guys want.
Sure.
Well, not too bad, but no, yeah.
See.
It's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, -1 for you.
Yep. I sure notice things.
All right, so Don, you notice as you're walking down Market Street that, man, I don't think that stand was half burned down before.
Oh,
Like a
really?
solid half of this leather stand is just.
Before being when?
This was but I mean, haven't you been to the city before? I imagine you've been hanging out in the city a little bit before you got the job.
So before we got the job, alright.
Before you got the job, yeah.
Recent, but not today recent.
Recent, but probably today recent because you got the job this morning.
Oh, right. Oh, right.
Same
So
day.
today recent.
In fact, Bellmer is probably still hurting a little bit.
Yep.
He hasn't gotten a chance to rest up.
And also, I forgot that I only got half the heal the last time, so I only got 4 health.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Are you still bloodied?
Yeah. Less than
So
half.
you're just walking around clearly looking very injured.
I imagine that
Yeah.
we might have bought some potions or something while we were investigating. I don't know.
Well, I don't have any potions on me.
Potions
So
are
that if it's
expensive,
one of you
man.
want to offer one for me, I would gladly take it.
Well, I've used mine, yes, all last session, so.
So speaking of how I look, I wonder how obvious it is that I am a vampire, since I have a, like, I am pale, but I still have a yellowish hue to my skin and not the regular blue.
That's fair. Do you try to hide it? Like, do you take any particular steps to hide the fact that you're a damper?
Well, I don't smile much because that would show the teeth.
Okay.
But otherwise, no, not really.
Okay, so a particularly observant person would probably notice that you're probably a damper. But
So not
otherwise,
me.
yeah, you're right. Most people would probably just think that you're
A grumpy human.
just a grumpy human.
Mhm.
A grumpy nerd who never goes out and gets any sunlight.
Ah, the sunlight!
No.
Okay, what did raocow roll for and get a 0?
That's for perception to notice that one of the stands in the middle of Market Street is half burned, and it wasn't burned before.
Yeah, I have no idea what people are talking about. It's not burned now either. Like,
In fact, there's not even a stand there. There never was.
Could I have rolled a perception check to spot the stand or whatever? Or did
Yeah, sure.
Darby
Because
do
you
so?
walk down Market Street, so yeah, you can make a retroactive perception check.
So I'm gonna take a mental note for, arsonists or something.
Yeah, so yeah.
Probably
clearly,
not gonna make the connection, but
Yeah, Ralgil, you noticed that clearly there was probably some arson or some sort of mistake with fire that happened near the leather shop because, man, it is not looking great. And you actually notice the shopkeeper is trying to do some repairs and failing miserably.
oh, that's so sad.
Okay. How have we moved past that leatherworking shop? Or
Yeah, that's actually that's close to the front of Market Street here. And you guys, that was a while ago. It's just that you guys were asking about the results of Horikawa's bomb, so from episode 1.
she's not a very good terrorist if the owner is already starting to fix it in this,
Actually, Ralgo, you also noticed that that it looks like the parts that were ashen have some massive hack marks in them. It's not just burned. It's almost as if somebody tried to smack it with a sword a bunch.
oh,
So, I guess Horikawa is going to be a few more minutes. We might as well move on. Everybody's here, right?
No, I think so, yes.
To find everybody.
All right. So, so after it's taking you forever, but after an hour, you guys finally, you're pretty sure you narrowed it down to this one inn. It's a rather nice looking inn. It's got about 3 stories to it. Actually, it's got exactly 3 stories. There's no question about that. I don't know why I said about, but yeah.
That's
So
3.1 stories.
It's magical.
So
it fluctuates.
it took you guys some time, but it's got a sign above it that says Topaz Keep.
well, let's head in.
All right. So actually, you guys just noticed that Ralgil's back. He just kind of showed up.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
And where have
I've
you
been
been?
trying to find you for the past quite a while.
Huh? Didn't notice that. Sorry, I
Oh,
didn't
well.
want to acknowledge that.
Since we're going to be going indoors, Bellmer, you get your sword back.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys
Watch
head on in, and you see it's a real swanky inn. It's just outside the theater district. You see a stocky human woman behind the bar, which is a rather nice bar. It's made of this nice polished cherry. The floors are nice and clean. It's very brightly lit, and there's stairs upstairs to what you assume are the rooms, and the bar is right next to those. And she's currently cleaning a glass that doesn't quite ever seem to get clean.
Well,
Isn't
can't,
that always the way with these glasses?
can't change her idle animation. So, what's your sword saying?
So you look at the sword, and the sword is it's glowing pretty steadily. It's not as bright as it was when you entered the middle of the room with Thaddeus Bakerton in it, but it's glowing pretty heavily, as if you're in the right building. It feels.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna walk up to the lady and start talking to her, maybe.
She leans over the counter and says, "Well, hello there. Can I get you something to drink? A room for the night?"
No thanks. Just gonna ask some questions. We're looking for a person who they've probably moved in today, or recently. Do you know anybody like that?
We get several customers on a daily basis. We have nearly full capacity right now, actually. So narrowing it down is going to be a bit challenging. Do you have any other information on the person?
Do we? Ooh. I'm drawing a blank here.
A name, a race, anything?
We're gonna look so suspicious when you can't come up with any information here, dude. No.
Honestly, all we can say is he would have checked in within the past few hours. He stole something. The sword is a tracker.
Hold on, that
And it-
sword that you have a little out of your hilt?
Yeah.
Yeah, this sword. Pull it out so I can.
What
I showed
exactly
the
are you
glow.
tracking?
An amulet of some power.
This is sounding a little suspicious. I hope you don't mind me inquiring further, but what exactly is your purpose here? Are you just simply trying to find this person?
We are
Right.
trying to retrieve said amulet. That's all there is to say, really.
Well, unfortunately,
Hello. Sorry.
hey,
I'm so sorry.
It's cool.
Better late
happens
than
to the
never.
best of us.
I don't know how good the quality of when I'm streaming to Twitch is going to be, but I've been streaming it to Twitch.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm recording audio and video this time.
So, actually, this is a good time for me to ask Colleen what she's been up to for the past few hours in game. So it's the same day as the mission to the crypt, and you guys got back and got your reward, and then you left the building, and then these guys kind of
Raocow.
hung around a bit.
You need to log into Roll20 or Cal.
Yeah, I will. That's less important. So what's been going down since we got back?
Well, we noticed that stand that you burnt down,
Oh, good.
I didn't, because it didn't.
and we tracked down the first MacGuffin to a specific building, but no,
The
we're trying
first
to
what?
So you
MacGuffin.
know
plot
how,
device.
Yeah. How I
Magic.
did it.
Oh,
that.
MacGuffin. Okay.
Yep.
I heard MacGuffin, and I was like, what the fuck is a MacGuffin?
The McAfee software is somewhere in town, and find it.
A bionic upgrade for pineapple. A MacGuffin.
Okay. So we're aiming currently to find one of the MacGuffins, and it's in town, but we don't know
Yeah.
where.
So
We
we
tracked down to
think
the
we have
building.
found the right house.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Probably, maybe. Hopefully.
So, would you have been following this group? Or would you have gone off and done your own sort of investigative work? Or
Well,
would
I
you have done something
mean-
entirely different?
The reality is, of course, just to make everything easier, I would have followed.
well, I mean, you say that, but we did split off and come back a few times during all of this.
Oh, well, if you
What?
split up and you come back, then in that situation, it's only been like an hour. You guys have been busy. I
Oh,
would
real good.
have.
Railgo left to do something, and then Raocow poisoned it again, and yeah.
Sure, blame everything on raocow.
Everything.
He's pretty blamable.
I mean, I would have gathered information from the forest creatures at some point to see what's going down in
Alright, so
the
you
world
would
of the
have,
forest creatures.
So maybe while everybody else was splitting off, you ran out into the woods, out of town, and then tried to ask some of the forest creatures some information.
Well, not about the MacGuffin. Fuck that. No one cares about the MacGuffin. But to see how they've been going down, what's been troubling them lately, all that sort of thing.
Just what's been going on with the forest creatures themselves.
Yeah.
All right. Do you actually have abilities to speak with forest creatures at this point?
I don't think so. I still would do it though.
All right. More power to you. All right. So yeah, you head out the main gate and you head off the path into the woods by the mountains, and you just start like you hunt down a deer and then you stare it right in the face. Roll me handle animal check. See if you can actually get close to the deer to ask it questions.
1 sec. I gotta open other D&D character sheet. That's actually what it's called. Let me see. Handle animal?
Yep.
Yes. Go away, YouTube notifications. Jazzy in here today.
It's Investigations 2 is the track that I have running. All right.
Wow, Disney
you
Princess has got hardcore.
Yeah, no, you went super Disney Princess on this. You like kind of like Chris Pratt in Jurassic World. You like hold out your hand and kind of slowly approach the deer, and it's like super chill about it. And you actually notice that it's got like those plastic 6-pack rings. One of them wrapped around its ear.
Oh my god.
But other than that, it like seems perfectly happy.
I swear vengeance.
Gotta find a distillery that made this.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually also at some point look for a distillery if there's one in town.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this is probably taking you maybe about an hour to go out, find a deer, commune with it a little bit, and check it out, and then head back into town. I'm assuming, are you heading back into town, or are you just gonna hang out with the animals for a bit more?
I don't care. I probably would have sworn vengeance immediately after helping the deer out. Incidentally, have I ever shown you my picture from Nada? One of my pictures from Nada? This is relevant, believe me.
I don't believe so. Feel free to share.
Yeah, one sec. Uploading it to Imager right now. Nada is famous for its deer. Specifically, how little fucks the deer give. About everything. Here.
I occasionally get deer in my garden, so
It's just
yeah,
sitting
Oh,
there.
I'll put it in the Discord here.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
deer does give approximately 0 fucks.
Yeah, they're tame. They're relatively tame, anyway. They're like pigeons. Just kind of walk around and obsess over your food.
So actually, Colleen, I want you to roll me a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
All right. So you actually get a decent look at this plastic ring around the deer's ear, and it seems to actually say Walmart bottling on it.
Walmart?
Walmart bottling.
Walmart bottling. Okay. I note that down in my fact book.
All right.
And I
So
swear vengeance.
let's cut back to the others. So you're still in the front. You're still at like the front bar of this rather fancy inn. So, and basically the woman behind the counter has been asking you questions about what your purpose here is. And she just asked you
to find the Holy Grail.
What?
Well,
It's your favorite color?
She says, I have no idea what the
I
Holy
wasn't
Grail
aware
is.
it was high school. Jeez.
what is the Holy Grail? It sounds kind of nice.
That's-
It's this thing from a movie I like.
Sorry, I'm too busy laughing.
So are you guys just gonna stand there in front of her awkwardly?
I'm gonna stare her down. No, but I would say that we sadly don't know very much about this person. Only that the amulet is stolen and we have reasons to get it back.
Well, unfortunately, I can't have you simply going up and harassing my customers. We like to keep a proper atmosphere here. If you can find some more information on the particular person staying here, then I might be able to help you out more.
While they're speaking, can I detect magic?
Yeah, sure.
That's
So
just-
detect magic has a range of 30 feet in all directions. And this is rather large, so you know that your detect magic isn't covering everything. And you actually, unfortunately, you catch a few small magical items here and there, like somebody clearly has a ring of protection in one of their bags, and stuff like that. But you don't find any signature of the amulet.
Also,
You do notice my parasol, I think.
Railgo's goggles would detect his magic. Or
Yeah, you obviously detect all the magical items that you guys are holding as well.
Well, whoever has the amulet clearly has to leave the inn eventually, so we might as well just, do a stakeout or something.
could do that.
It's better
At some
than
point, I
standing
would have
around
caught
here.
up with the team as well. Incidentally.
Okay, and they've been wandering around for probably about 2 hours or so. So I imagine you probably would have tracked them down again. Roll me a survival check for how long it would have taken you to track down these guys.
Sure.
While this is happening, the inn has windows, right?
Yeah, it's very well lit, lots of natural light. Yeah, you track them no problem. It doesn't help that, or it doesn't hurt that Pineapple is flying above a lot of the building for a lot of your tracking.
Because in that case, I can detect magic through Pineapple and have it fly around the building and look in the windows, right?
Yeah, you could do that.
So let's have that happen.
All right, so you're just kind of walk back outside, and the lady behind the bar just wave you and say, "Have a nice day. Come back if you need some more information or once you get some." And then you just start flying Pineapple around the outside.
Yeah, looking through the windows with detect magic going.
Is this the building where you think the MacGuffin is?
Yes.
Okay.
Are there any
I just wanna make sure.
perception check to spot any open windows?
Yeah, you see a couple of open windows. It's a pretty nice day. It's a little brisk, but it's also still relatively comfortable out. So yeah, you definitely see this.
Can I see if any of them look like they're currently being used or not?
You see that one person has what seems like a shirt hanging out of one window over the edge. Other than that, you don't see anybody like actively near a window or anything actively using the window.
Okay, how high up are the windows?
I mean, there's the first floor ones, which are a piece of cake to get into, but the second and third floor are where you suspect the actual patrons of the inn are staying. And those ones, I mean, it's going to be not terribly hard to climb up. There's a lot of nice brickwork that you can probably make some easy climbs up.
But with all the mountains on most of the sides, is the city most of the time in shade?
A lot of the time, yes, but not all the time.
Is it
usually
right now?
probably right now? No, because it's pretty close to midday.
Well, now I continue. I'm just gonna say. Now I continue on with. Or did he mention he was going to use detect magic, whatever? With
Yeah,
Pineapple?
yeah. So he's gonna send Pineapple around the building, tech magic, to try to find where the amulet is.
When you do that, I'll climb up with if Bellmer wouldn't mind me borrowing his sword.
I hope you're not trying
For a
to
little
bring an
bit,
end
I
to it.
guess. I might
Possibly.
reluctantly lend it to you.
I'm pretty good at being sneaky.
Yeah, we noticed when you suddenly joined us.
So,
I didn't know this.
so is Pineapple actually officially flying around the inn at this point?
Yes.
All right. So Pineapple is circling around, and it doesn't take long at all for it to actually find where the signature for the amulet is. It feels exactly like the signature that was being given off by Thaddeus Bakerton himself, as well as the signature that the sword seems to be tracking. It's actually in one of the third floor windows, kind of in the corner of the building.
Can it see the inhabitant of the room?
Yeah. Have a Pineapple roll a perception check. We're taking a look inside. And is Pineapple going to try to do this stealthily?
Yes.
You're going to need to have Pineapple roll a stealth check as well.
So that's perception. That's stealth.
All right. Okay, so Pineapple pokes its little head above the edge of the window just enough to get a look inside. The room is kind of a mess. There's a cloak hanging on the coat rack in the corner. It's a long black cloak. There is a human man with a beard wearing a long trench coat currently in the room. And there's also a parrot in a cage hanging next to the window.
Am I there? Or...
Yeah, I imagine you've caught up at this point. So you see the group kind of hanging out outside this inn called Topaz Keep.
So Nava knows how this person looks like. So can they describe them to the rest of us, or is it?
Well, yeah, I will describe the person to you.
So Pineapple's only actually seen the back of this man's head, but it's clearly a human male, and he's got a beard.
And he owns a parrot.
And he's got a parrot.
Clearly
And
a
a
wizard of some sort.
So, I mean, concretely, all we need to do is wait for him to pay, get out, and we can accost him on the way back.
If you liberate his parrot, I can talk to it. Parrots can talk.
That's true.
He might have like a secret passphrase or something that he could share.
Well, we could just, go back in
MacGuffin!
again. Tell the woman
In
that we
the
found
chat.
out. Tell the woman that we found out where that person is that we're looking for, and then we could just, go there, knock on the door, and talk to him directly.
So we say it's the person in the corner of the 3rd floor without a name or anything.
Well, we have a basic description of him
We've
now.
got a description.
That's
We've got a
true.
pretty decent description.
That is
Our
true.
sources tell us that he's living on the 3rd floor in this room. Something like that.
Yeah, all right. Do you think this is safe, though?
But we
I
greatly
wouldn't know about
outnumber
that.
him.
But he might outwizard us.
Well, it's the only legal option we've got at the moment.
It's not like he's necessarily hostile, so yeah, I don't know why not.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, what's your plan of attack in terms of asking him about this? We're just gonna go, hey, you got an amulet? Can I have it?
Basically.
Thanks.
Yeah, basically.
I'd actually pay him some money, if he'd be willing to. I mean, if he's grave robbing, he's probably, desperate for some money, and I, give him give some to him if I can afford it.
It's not a bad idea. What if he tries to escape?
Well, it has been, grave robbing. I don't know if that's illegal, but,
Basically, what I'm putting down is that maybe 2 of us go up, have a talk, and the rest should maybe stay outside in case he makes a run for it or something, in order to
Fair enough.
intercept him.
Sounds good.
Who's actually good at diplomacy, however.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. I don't have much in diplomacy, but actually, I don't have much in track either.
I'm gonna just walk up to his door, knock on it, and hello, may do you have a time for to speak about for Lord Doge? Something like that. Or Jehovah's Witness. All right. Any other volunteers?
So wait, where's this guy sitting?
Top floor.
He's up in the 3rd floor corner window of this inn.
Yeah. And we don't have any actual access to that area, do we?
I imagine Railgate could climb up to it.
Oh, you know what? Is the window open?
The window is closed.
What? It's hot out. Plot point.
No, it's not hot out. I explicitly said that it's a little brisk.
He
It's
likes it a little brisk. Plot point.
nice try, but window's closed.
Dang. It's gonna call the parrot down. I cry.
But
I
just,
mean-
just going, hey parrot, hey.
So you're saying there should be a 3rd team that's going up the wall, and if things go wrong, they can just get it themselves.
What the hell is my climb? Not good.
My claim is a grand total of 3.
My climb is a grand total of -1, so
My climb is a grand total of -5. Beat that.
Man.
what? How?
Armor check
Armor.
penalty.
Yeah, I have that too, but I still have plus
I've
one
actually
modifier.
Mine would be 4, but I've got a -1 strength modifier.
I'm gonna walk up to the 3rd floor then.
All right, so you and I are going to team.
Are you gonna climb, or are you guys gonna try to go from the inside?
Inside.
I'll go from the inside.
Yeah,
All right. So who's going inside and who's staying outside, or how are you
I
guys?
stay
splitting?
outside.
Yeah, Colleen and I are going to be the ones approaching the person directly, trying to have a conversation.
And me.
Okay. So I guess it's going to be Bellmer's going to stay out, as well as Railgill, in case something happens and he tries to run off.
So a paladin, a summoner, a ranger walk into him. Got it. So the three of you enter, and sure enough, the woman behind the counter is still there.
I ignore her and keep going. I ignore everything.
She sees you start to walk past, and she says, "Excuse me, miss. Do you have a room here, a reservation?"
I face my palm to her. Talk to the hand.
Do you just keep walking?
Yep.
The real question is what your duck is doing.
My duck waddles.
That's a good question. Is your duck like walking behind you? Is he on your shoulder? What's
It's
going on?
waddling behind me.
Waddling behind you. All
And
right.
it gives her the wing.
Is
We do
he
so
any
in
good with
unison.
stairs? Because it's a staircase right next.
He hops up the stairs.
I imagine this is adorable.
Also takes a while.
She kind of shouts after you, "Miss, I can't have you up there without." But I imagine you're already gone and are ignoring her. So, are you two following her? Or are you?
No, I'm just gonna pretend I don't know and tell her. Yeah, we got some information on the person. We know it's a human male living on the 3rd floor, but all the way in the back of the corner.
Sir, I'll get to you just a moment. I need to send some security up after that woman.
Alright, you do what we must.
She leaves behind the bar and goes into a side office, and a few minutes later,
While she's gone, I look if the keys are available.
Oh, that's nice.
sure enough, the keys are there. They're just sitting behind the desk.
Yeah, they're
You
not
can't
there
quite reach
anymore.
from the side that you're on, but you do see them there.
Can a small bird-sized animal reach in?
Absolutely. However, there are some other patrons of the bar area on the 1st floor. So you are not alone here. So if you want to,
Can I
stealthily-
use Mage Hand to get them to me?
Yes, but that's still going to be something that's going to be a little obvious to those around you.
It's
Oh man, if only
fine.
somebody could make a distraction, like a loud boom or something.
That's meta knowledge. I mean, I'm definitely willing to
Yeah,
burn
no.
the entire place down once someone starts coming after me. That's the thing that's gonna happen, but this is a wooden place, right?
Actually, this building's made of brick. The floors and stuff are wooden,
floors.
but the walls are brick. So you could definitely damage the inside of the building heavily with flames, but probably not the outside.
So instead, I'm just gonna lean towards my companion and quickly say, "Hey, do a distraction."
All right, what does
Me?
Pineapple try to do for a distraction?
Oh, I was asking.
Oh, you said paladin, not pet.
yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, I don't know what you would need distraction, but sure.
There's actually a little stage in the corner where you imagine nightly local people on guitars are playing.
Ooh, if they're playing, I wouldn't want to interrupt them
Oh
actually.
no, nobody's playing right now. It's still like midday,
okay.
but you imagine that's probably like a little stage area for live performances.
Alright, yeah. Damn, gotta think of a joke, damn it. I knew this would bite me in the ass.
Well, while you're thinking of a joke, Colleen, you've actually already just walked up all the stairs, and you're at the door that you're pretty sure is the correct one for that room.
I knock on it, and I draw an alchemist fire.
All right, so you've got flask in one hand, knocking hand, and
But I'm gonna pretend it's just a drink.
Okay, so you actually, a man opens the door ever so slightly. You can see the door is actually still got that chain lock on, so it won't open all the way. He opens up the door slightly and pokes his head around. And you see his face. He's got a scraggly black beard and looks at you. What can I help you with?
I say, well, shucks, sir. I sure would like to speak with you privately. It's a matter of great importance.
All right. Roll me a diplomacy check.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to change that slightly.
Okay.
I'm going to also append, and I mean, if you don't, I can't imagine what would happen to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you're turning this into an intimidate check?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
Okay. So he kind of looks at you square in the face, and his eyes dart to the flask in your hand. His eyes dart back to your face. Give me a minute. He closes the door.
No, before he closes the door, he says, give me a minute. I say, I'll give you a minute if you give me that, if you let me hold on to your parrot as collateral.
How do you know about me, Parrot?
I know many things about your friend.
He is clearly very confused, and so he's like, just a moment.
Let me hold on to your parrot for collateral. Otherwise, bad things happen during that minute.
You're trying to convince this man to give you his parrot because you're threatening him. All right, make me another intimidate check.
What? Really? I would think that would be part of the same one, but alright.
So he clearly has no interest in giving you his parrot. And the door just slams.
I burn it down.
You burn it down. Okay. So are you just backing up and tossing the alchemist fire at the door?
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. I guess you wouldn't roll anything really because you're just taking the door, and it's just a matter of how long it's going to take to burn down.
Yeah.
So it makes a loud shatter, and the place immediately starts catching on fire. And you hear a lot of rustling on the other side of that door. And now, cut back to downstairs. What sort of distraction?
I'll walk onto stage and then I call out, "Everyone, may I have your attention, please? While I'm waiting for the lady to come back so I can talk to her, I want to try a bit of comedy routine. It's a bit of a hobby of mine that I'd like to get a bit of practice. So as you can see from my shield here, I am a man of quite some faith, but my armor doesn't really match up with this. I'd really rather have, a bit of chainmail. It's a lot more holy."
I throw a tomato.
All right, roll me a perform comedy check to just get an idea of how well you're. Wow,
Yeah,
this crowd is
I slay
enthralled.
them.
Just everybody's eyes are locked on you. So, now would probably be a good time to grab those keys.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So there's different keys for each room. So what are you grabbing?
Yeah, I don't notice it.
They each have room numbers above them. Are you grabbing
3
any in
digits?
particular, or are you just going to start
Is it
grabbing them all?
Is it 3 digits?
Yeah, all of them are 3 digits.
Everything that starts with 3.
You're going to grab every single third floor key. Okay.
How many floors does it look like there is per room?
It looks like there's. I'm guessing there's probably about 20 rooms per floor. This is fairly big. And
Okay, that's way more than I thought. Yeah, I'll pick some at random. I don't really.
301, 310, 311, 320 is what I would guess, like, if it's a corner.
Yeah. Well, I know I have like very small amount of time.
roll me a perception check, actually.
Me?
Uh-oh.
No,
Me.
Nava. Yeah, no, nothing in particular happens.
Alright, well, I'll still take a gamble and just mage hand a bunch.
All right, so you just get like 6 or 7 random keys.
Alright.
All right, so you have 6 or 7 random keys in your inventory.
Gonna add on my inventory.
All right, so
Alright. Thank you
and
very
you-
much for your attention, everyone. That was a pleasure standing here. Have a nice day. And I go back to another and ask, alright, so that was a distraction. Whatever was that
the
for?
audience seems kind of confused at how short the comedy routine was, but at that point,
I
you
didn't say it was just a
guys
bit of
hear
practice.
what sounds like some glass shattering coming from upstairs.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'll go up and see. You go out and check with the vampire to see if, like, at the window, if anything's going on.
Alright.
All right.
And cut back upstairs. The door, it has completely engulfed in flames. The walls have started to catch flames as well. This fire is spreading rather quickly. And there's still a whole bunch of rustling on the far side of the door. Colleen, have you taken any other actions other than lighting the door on fire?
I'm gonna break the door down once it gets a little bit on fire.
All right, so once there's a serious flame going, you're gonna try to bust this sucker down. So roll me a strength check.
I would imagine this would have to be relatively easy. Now, this is just roll under my strength, correct?
Yeah.
I roll 6 over.
All right, so you burst down the door, and you see on the other side, the man now has his tri-corner hat on. He's got his parrot standing on his shoulder. He's got his full trench coat and a backpack slung over his shoulder, and a spear that looks like a staff in his hand.
I yell at him, "This place is on fire! Open the window, quick!"
Observant.
Oh boy. So he says, "Yeah, I don't need no window to escape," and he casts a spell. And
I knew it.
with that, he is outside the building, and in fact, those of you who are outside on the ground actually see him. He just used Dimensional Door to pop out downstairs, and
Did the other 2 people hear the noise? I asked him that.
roll me. Actually, everybody who's outside, roll me a perception check.
Right.
Me too?
Oh yeah. All right, so only Relgil actually manages to hear the glass shatter from upstairs, and
Well, I heard it when I was inside, didn't I?
yeah, I guess yeah, you must have. Yeah, so you heard the glass and you ran outside, and then the only person outside who noticed at the time was Relgil. Now, if we switch over, what you guys are seeing, this is the man who pops out of a dimensional door in front of you.
A pirate wizard.
And
That's not a. That's a seagull.
It's a parrot. Just trust me, it's hard to find pirate wizard fan art, miscellaneous fantasy art, but that's a parrot, I swear. It's a brilliant scarlet macaw. Macaw? Is that the type of bird it is? I think it's macaw. But it's like
a
the
bird name.
standard, super standard parrot. And he pops out from nowhere and turns around and looks at you guys. Yay! Who might you be?
Well, we are interested in a certain item you are likely to possess.
He bolts. He
I
just starts
run after
running
him.
down the street.
Oh no.
I run after him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try tackle him down.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna run after him too, but I'm probably not gonna go do much with my speed.
All right. So let's see. Was that Bellmer, you said you wanted to try to tackle him?
Yep.
Roll me a combat maneuver bonus check.
What maneuver?
Better Velmer's doing it. I have nothing in that.
Oh man, you try really hard, and you almost get him. You snag the back of his cloak, and some of the cloth tears off. But you are now on the ground, and he is still running.
I'm just gonna keep running after him and say, it was an amulet you grabbed from that grave earlier.
I
today.
know what I grabbed. And Colleen, Nava, what are you guys doing?
I tie a rope to the window and I jump out.
Yeah, I guess I just go up and see that the door is on fire, and I have no idea what's going on, really.
So are you just standing there looking confused?
For a little bit. I guess
So I'm
I'll
probably gonna
notice
figure
that.
out that the wizard was responsible for it.
I guess I'll see Colleen that's tying down a rope to go out the window, and I would ask her what the hell happened. What the hell happened?
I say he took the parrot.
Okay, and what about
Priorities!
where did he take it?
Do I know?
You didn't see the exit point of the dimensional door.
I say he used some kind of magic. You know magic. Do magic stuff. Find him. Find the parrot.
Is it safe to go into the room to go look out the window?
It's slightly safer in the room than in the hallway.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do what it takes to go into the room because I want to look out the window with detect magic, see if I can detect the amulet near.
All right. Roll me. Actually, just to detect the amulet's near. Yeah. You walk in and cast detect magic. You don't manage to actually detect the amulet. No. However, you do manage to detect some actual potions that you find in the drawer from the nightstand.
Oh well, I mean, I'll help myself to that then.
Yeah, you find they're actually handily labeled. So you've got one potion of invisibility and one potion of cure light wounds.
Oh, nice. All right.
Okay, my character's gonna continue running after the pirate wizard thingy.
I would have cast this expeditious retreat so I can catch up to him very easily.
Oh wow. Okay, so you stand up and immediately cast the "Let me run a bajillion miles an hour" spell.
Yes.
Oh dear.
All right. So yeah, you just start bolting after the guy. Yeah, you absolutely catch up. He's starting to weave his way through the crowd, so you need to kind of muscle your way a little through. But given your speed, it is not a problem for you to catch up at all. So you've caught up to him. He's still moving, but you can run circles around this guy. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I run in front of him and just make a grapple hold on him. To stop him in.
All right. Roll me a combat maneuver bonus check.
Yep. There.
Can I use aid another to help him?
You are way back down the road, so it's going to be
I'm-
quite a challenge.
How am I way back down the road? I
Because
run
your
at
speed is
30.
20 feet, and his speed is
No,
effectively
it's
60.
30. No,
Well,
it's
he's-
30.
This guy already got a head start on you, and Velmer only managed to catch up because he cast a spell that made him go 60 feet.
Did you not listen? I said I ran after him the second I spotted him. I was running up to keep up with him.
Yeah, but you're still
Okay.
20 feet movement, and the other guy has like
Well, no, he
30.
said he's 30 feet movement, so hold on. Let me actually look up the rules for chase sequences, because I know there actually are really in-depth rules for this. So,
Oh, my kobold can't actually keep up with everyone else.
So actually, I'm gonna have you roll an initiative check in direct opposition to his to see how quickly you would have been able to react. If you beat him, then you'll get a chance to do something to him before he would have run this far. Sound good?
Okay. Again, I was just trying to keep up with him up until
Yeah,
Bellmer. Keep an eye on him.
Whoops. All right.
Wow.
So he rolled a 13. So not much better than you, but still, he definitely did manage to react before. So you are not far behind him, but you're a little far behind.
Should I roll initiative too?
Yeah.
I rolled a 3 on a
Yay.
d20.
All right. So you are also very close behind him. So he notices that. Well, actually, wait. That was your combat maneuver bonus check to grapple him. That unfortunately does not succeed. But you do manage to slow him down enough for the other two to catch up. So
Nice.
you basically stopped him in his tracks. And you
That's good
three are kind of you three are kind of surrounding him in this big crowd. So I guess we'll use these initiative rolls for proper combat, I guess.
I mean, I'm still going to try to talk him down. I mean, he just ran away before he got a chance to actually, talk to him.
Okay, well, Bellmer actually gets to go first. So, what do you do now that your combat maneuver bonus check has failed?
I'll try it again.
All right, roll me another.
Better.
That's yeah. You managed to actually grapple this guy.
Fantastic.
So now he tries to break out because it's his turn. And actually, yeah, he manages to burst out, but that took his whole turn. He manages to wrestle free of your control. So now, Don, it's your turn.
Slippery little bastard.
Alright, I'll try to block his way, but also talk to him. Please wait. No, let me try to get a character. No, wait, please. We just wanted to talk. We're willing to recompensate you for your object, if you don't mind.
He points his spear at you, and then kind of swirls around, and kind of points at everybody. Says, "You're not taking me alive."
We don't care about you. We just want the amulet
No,
You got-
no. You're misspeaking. It's we don't care about you. We just want your parrot.
You want the parrot. We want, whatever.
Actually, yeah. I'm sorry, Don. Give me a diplomacy check. I didn't give you a chance to do that.
All right.
Yeah, no. Standard as usual. So yeah, Valgil, you're trying to say you just want the.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not getting this amulet.
we not getting the amulet.
So it is actually Valgil's turn. He seems to not want to talk to you right now. So you gonna do anything? The crowd is starting to actually expand around you and kind of make almost an arena where the four of you are.
Okay, I need to look up a roll because I forgot it. Would it be suffice to say that I've got flanking on him?
Yeah, you guys are surrounding him. You've definitely got flanking.
Okay. Okay then. Well, I am then going to go and use I am going to go and throw a shuriken at the or
Whoa,
whatever.
way to escalate this.
Yeah, honestly.
All right. Well,
Well,
roll to
I
hit.
already stated he's not willing to give it up.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Nope.
So now back to Nava and Colleen. Colleen, you've managed to climb down the building. You're on the outside. Nava, did you actually evacuate the room? Are you still there, or what?
Well, yeah, I'll follow down the window because that seems to be a lot safer than the hallway at this point.
Just burst out the window, cause he fell for it. Just like slow motion fall.
All right. Just as you're climbing out the window, you actually see a man armed with a sword walking up the hallway, and he sees the flames. and he starts shouting, "Fire! Fire!" and runs down the hall, or runs back down the stairs. So you two are now outside the building officially, and you see that these guys have run off, and there seems to be a lot of commotion going on down the street.
All right. Well, yeah. We'll approach the commotion. Like I'm not gonna join in or anything, but I am going to approach what's going on.
And Colleen, you going to take any special actions?
Save the parrot.
Describe what's going on again. One second. I was looking at a thing.
So you are now outside the building on the street level,
Mhm.
and you see down the street there seems to be a lot of commotion going on. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on.
How
but
far
you're
off are
guessing
we?
that's-
Like
you're-
1 block,
you're-
2 blocks?
Probably like 3 blocks. You guys were bolting.
I'm assuming that like did we hear him when he shouted out?
He wasn't that loud. He was more shouting at the people in
Okay.
that small circle.
All right. Still, I'm assuming if there's a commotion there, it's probably related.
Yeah, I guess we'll just run towards that.
All right. Now it is.
I
Belmer's
begin
turn
making parrot sounds.
again. Roll me handle animal.
Yeah, I'm gonna make parrot sounds, mating calls or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, you continue walking, or running, or ambulating toward them. And Bellmer, it's your turn.
Yep. Right now, I wish I had Blade Lash prepared, but I don't. So, Well, I don't want to cut him down unnecessarily. That doesn't help. Well, I wouldn't care if I did, but Huh.
I wish I had a sap at this point, but hey.
Just for hell of it, I cast a Ray on Frost on Mr. Pirate dude.
All right, roll to hit.
I don't think it will work. Oh, it worked now.
So yeah, that does not hit. He manages
Nope.
to dodge out of the way, and it's his turn, and he casts invisibility. He vanishes.
Oh boy.
Ah.
And all of you rolling perception check. All of you that are in that little scuffle.
Wouldn't we get
Nope.
attacks of opportunity because he cast in?
Actually, yeah, you're right. So all of you can also make attacks of opportunity, but he's still absolutely casting invisibility.
Can we grapple as an attack of opportunity? I don't know.
Nope, just a basic attack.
Well, I don't have a weapon equipped, so, you know, sort that.
Can punch him.
Sure, if I can find it.
Okay. Well, did I still manage to keep seeing him? I
This
rolled.
is just basic. This is my sword. Ah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
none of you managed to hit him with your attack of opportunity. But Ralgil, you actually managed to see the kind of footsteps in the dirt on the street turn and bolt, continuing down Markets.
Okay, I continue following the footsteps. I start running again after the footsteps.
All right. Now Nava and Colleen, you actually see Ralgil bolting through the crowd down Market Street. What are all you doing? Are you all running after?
I do you after I see his footsteps.
And
I mean,
follow the
you
one
saw
that
what
seems to go
direction
where
he's
he went.
Roll me.
What?
So you saw the initial footsteps and what direction they were going, but in order to continue tracking, I'm gonna need you to make a survival check.
Can't I make a perception check?
Nope. Perception's not for tracking.
I've got nothing.
All right. It is not too far in before you're just crowded in with people, and it's just too much. You lose track of the footsteps.
So I mean, I guess when me and Colin get there, we just see that everyone's just standing there with no one else there, or?
Yeah, I guess so. Rago's the only one who actually bolted after him. He's the
No,
only one who
I
actually saw what
followed
direction he's
Reagan.
heading.
Since he
Okay,
apparently
alright.
noticed something.
I run off towards, like, there's only one main entrance to the city, right?
Yes.
Well, I go there because if he tries to escape, he will have to go through there. So I
Alright,
try
so
to
you
intercept
just-
him if he does. Yeah.
You just start running toward the center of town. All right.
Yeah.
You
It's
guys
because-
hear a lot of screaming behind you from the inn, and you start seeing some flames coming out the window of the inn. Can I assume that all of you are ignoring that?
Well, I probably didn't
Yeah, of
notice it,
course.
but I'm gonna assume that it was the wizard.
All right, that's fair.
That's
If
a very
I-
good assumption. Please
if
make
I-
that
Wizard.
assumption.
If I see people bolt, I'm going to dismiss Pineapple and use summon monster, summon a pony that I can ride.
Okay. However, dismissing pineapple does take a full minute.
Oh, it's a full minute to dismiss?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's a full minute to summon. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
just a standard action to
No,
dismiss. Then yeah,
summoners
that
get
makes
the
sense.
ability to summoners get the ability to summon in 1 round, not 1 minute. That's why
Yeah,
there's
yeah. I mean, that's my bad. Yeah. So you dismiss pineapple and summon a pony and hop aboard.
Mm-hmm.
So you are on this pony. Are all of you just running toward the front gate?
Well, it's just
guess so.
the 3 of us, right? Does Colleen come
If
with us?
Sure.
If our eco-terrorist friend had followed me and tracked and seen if she could follow the footprints as well, because she's the one with survival.
Yeah, when Reagan obviously loses track fairly quickly, so I just ran past him. I think my
Alright.
expedition's retreat is on for like a round or 2 more.
Yeah. So you managed to run pretty far, but eventually you were deftly outpaced by this delightful little pony that Nava has summoned. What's this pony look like?
Oh, it's a pony. Like, it's just a
Standard
normal...
pony? Is it like
yeah.
white fur? Or
I guess. Like,
is,
I
it,
don't...
is it brilliant black? What do we got going on here?
It's
made
kind
of
of
pizza.
summoned, like, in the middle of a moment where I'm in a hurry. Hit the random looks button.
So this pony is bright purple then.
Well, suits me very well.
You are aboard this bright purple pony, riding down Market Street as quickly as you can.
Yeah, and I'd ask you where the man ran off to.
He
I
went
don't know, he went invisible.
Like
invisible.
who exactly are you asking?
The group in general. I'm assuming they're all kind of together.
Okay.
Not me anymore.
we
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of split up.
I mean, I imagine you're all roughly heading toward the front gate, yeah? Who isn't?
Well, again, my character's gonna try and get Horikawa's attention or whatever
Sure.
her character.
Colleen, I
try-
think.
Bribing her with a parrot because I think, well, or whatever, or something like that.
No, do you have any idea that I'm interested in the parrot?
Well, you were making parrot noises.
That is true. Not particularly well, unfortunately, but I was.
So are you just saying the parrot went that way or something?
Yeah, and again, if she can track the parrot and wizard.
Can I track the parrot?
I
Survival?
mean, roll me survival to track either.
Okay. Sure. No. I don't know how I track a parrot anyway.
You just get really confused by his request, and you're like, a parrot flies. How am I going to track a parrot?
Like maybe it drops a feather or something, but
Never mind, let's head to the main gate.
All right, so the first one to make it there, if he's actually bolting for it and disregarding the rest of his group, would be Nava, because he's aboard a pony. But is Nava going to stick with the group more?
Well, it depends. Like, if people told me that he ran off and he's invisible, then yeah, I'll try
Yeah, I'll
to...
probably have taken a round or 2 to do that, I guess.
Then
He
yeah,
just
that's
shouted,
where...
he ran off, he went that way, he's invisible.
Right, like, if that's what my teammates tell me, then yes, that's where I'm running off. Galloping off, riding off.
Galloping?
He's on a pony.
Oh. Oh yeah, I have a pony too, don't I? I have a horse from the first session.
Mm.
I'm now imagining Nava just accidentally running over the
I'm
invisible
on
wizard.
it at all times, incidentally. Even when I was going up in the place.
You just brought the horse into the inn.
Yeah.
That would have been a
Climbed down
lot
the
more
rope with the
difficult.
horse.
Yeah, but it's more
Uh.
amusing, so let's say I did it.
All right, and then your horse climbed out the window with you.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very
All
smart.
right.
A very agile horse.
So we got our two mount-ridden party members actually make it to the gate first. There's the guards doing customs checks at the entryway, and so far you see nothing out of the ordinary.
Why do we have someone ignore me in the roll 20?
I asked the guards if they seen anyone invisible.
The guard looks at you really confused, and he kind of shakes his head and goes back to his work.
How long does invisibility last in this?
I think round per caster level.
Well, he casts some sort of invisibility spell. You don't know which version.
Okay.
Yeah, that's meta
Other way,
knowledge.
we can detect magic, so we can probably intuit if he's coming close.
So is
Big
that
trouble.
what say Nava's going to do? Or are you just going to sit there and detect magic?
Yeah, that is what I would do.
All right. So you just sit there and start detect magic, and you just keep focusing on it. And about like 5-10 minutes pass, and nothing. Some more time passes. The rest of your party catches up with you. You're not detecting the amulet.
Well, way to go, guys.
Why,
He was a wizard.
Well, it's clear by now that he's up to no good, I should think. But if he's not going to try to immediately leave, even if though he knows that we're after him, that means there must be something in that's keeping him in town. I wonder what that is.
Bellmer's your sword still shining?
I shake my sword.
Your sword is not shining right now.
Nope.
No, I guess we get the fun of running about with that sword again.
Does seem
Go
like
to
it.
10.
Go back to the map of Daventry. So you guys are now about here-ish. Front gate.
Where? I don't.
Or the
that blue
field ball.
blue red
and,
circle.
something. Blob.
Oh, I see us now. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're back to step one, except now they know that we're looking for.
Basically, yeah.
Unfortunately,
Well, I tell the guards that I think that this pirate wizard man is responsible for the fire at the inn. They should just keep a lookout for him. So
What exactly are you telling this guard? There's a pirate wizard on the loose?
basically,
He looks at you. He sees that you're with Nava, the person who just told him to look out for an invisible man. He goes, and he turns around and gets back to work.
I say, sir, he's kidnapped a parrot.
The guard turns back around. Look, can I help you guys with something?
Duck! Squawk at him.
You pick up your duck and shove him in his face, and he is not amused.
No, what I do is I give my duck very specific quacks. And then the duck flies in his face and starts quacking at him.
Oh, okay. I guess roll me a combat maneuver bonus check for your duck. How well he can harass this guard's face.
Like, what does that even entail?
That would be oh god. So I think that should be listed. I believe Dodo is the page. So that's going to be
I don't have stats for my duck.
combat maneuver bonus is -5.
Okay.
I want to do a
it's just
linguistics check
1d20
to see if I
minus
can
5,
understand
right?
what she wants to tell her duck.
Yeah, the guard basically puts his hand in front of the duck. The duck flies into it, and the guard just pushes back.
That's rude.
Can I help you with something?
But we just told you there's a criminal wizard on the loose setting fires.
Okay, now that's actually something. That's something useful that I can use.
That's what I
did
said!
No, you just said that there's a pirate wizard on the loose.
Yeah, the wizard is
Exactly.
dressed like
With a parrot.
Oh,
And a stolen amulet.
All right. Hey, Steve, take over my spot real quick. I'll be back. Another guard fills in for him at customs. He walks back. Okay. So there's a wizard dressed as a pirate with a parrot setting fires around.
Yes.
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 Where are these fires?
The
There- Inn. It was what was the name of the inn again?
The name of the
Topaz,
inn was Topaz Keep.
No, Topaz Keep.
He set fire to Topaz Keep and then turned it invisible.
Is that the inn by the theater district?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
That's pretty serious. All right, we'll send a group of guards right away. I imagine that some that are posted in the area are probably there already, but if it's a serious fire, then we absolutely must send more guards immediately.
You know, we were pursuing him, and we thought that after turning invisible, he was going out of the city. But, which is why I asked. I'm sorry if I asked in a dumb way, but we were taken by the moment.
He kind of looks at you quizzically. And goes, look, we should deal with the fire first. There might be people in danger. I'm going to go
Yeah,
to the guard
fair
barracks.
enough.
I'll be right back. So he runs over to the guard barracks, and a few minutes later, you see like a troop of probably like 4 or 5 guards storming out and running down Market Street. And then his guard comes back. Okay, so this is the only gate out of town. So if he was trying to escape, we don't have any sort of way to detect invisible people here at the gate, unfortunately. We could go get one of our esteemed wizards who works with us that we use we use them for looking into magical items that are brought through customs. But it sounds like you were using detect magic to track him down yourself.
I was trying to. Didn't lead to much, though.
Is that the actual official name? Like, I'd always kind of assumed that people hadn't given these things like I don't know.
No,
This sounds
that's the
weird to
official name.
hear magic referenced by the book name in.
I mean, they're whole wizards who study this.
No, it makes
got
sense. It makes
they've got-
sense.
Conventions for that stuff.
Hey man, did you go to the illusory magic convention last week? Nah, man, I was too busy. So he says, "Look, do you want me to go get one of our wizards to detect? Like, I don't know if do you have any other information that we might be able to use?"
Well, I can tell you he's not nearby right now. Because he has an item that we can track, and he's not nearby. Unless he
This
dropped
one
the
up
item
there,
somewhere.
That's an
So-
amulet I stole.
So, you're telling me that there's an invisible pirate wizard that only you can track, and you're asking me for help.
It's not so much that, again, detect magic would probably sense him if he was invisible. We're pretty sure he used some sort of invisibility spell because he's still leaving footprints and that sort of stuff. I managed to follow those for a little bit, but I'm not exactly the best at tracking people. That would be her job over there, but she apparently lost him as well. Well, she was
Colin,
more,
you
I
gonna
think,
stand for the shade?
oh, we ripped a piece of his cloak?
Yeah, when he
No, I'm
found
wondering the
the...
same thing, but I think it ripped, but I don't know if I actually got a piece of it.
You did get a piece of it, actually.
Okay.
Did you keep that, or did you kind of just drop it? and
I
ignore it?
probably tossed it aside to run them. Yeah,
Do you
to cast
remember
my magic.
where? Because
Uh,
try and see if you can find it.
yeah, it was like between where we had the scuffle with him and the inn. The one along the way.
Because I mean, if you want to make a wizard search, having a thing that they had would be pretty. Oh wait, also, yeah, I don't know if that would count, but I did find a potion that belonged to him, so wizard could try to use that too.
I suppose we could try to scry him out with that.
That would be
That would
pretty
be helpful.
good.
Are you positive this was his?
Well, I found we were doing an investigation on this person, and while we were looking at his one of his stash, and we do believe that it was something that he brought along.
We were trying to talk to him to get the amulet back, and he set fire to the inn apparently, and somehow managed to teleport from the room he was in to the ground floor where we started chasing him.
No, but I want you to roll
settings.
me a diplomacy check.
Will do.
You want me to roll a diplomacy check?
No, just Nava.
Okay.
I'm lying my ass off, so.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't yell at you for stealing something from him. So I'm switching investigation music. So the man says, "Look, I'll go get one of our wizards that we staff. Hopefully we can track this man down. You said that he was the one who burned down the inn, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems so.
Hopefully our team can salvage what's left of it and keep the people safe. But this sounds very serious. Yeah, let's head on into the guard barracks."
All right.
He leads you in. Then he brings you to the office of you see he opens the door and you see behind the door at a desk you see a gnomish wizard. You can tell he's a wizard because of his long cloak, and his walls are just covered with random spell components. And stands up and says, "Yes, what do you need?" And the guard says, "These people looks like they may have something of a criminal's that might help us track him down. Would you mind burning one of your spell slots for the day?" And then the gnomish man kind of stands up and goes, "Yes, I suppose that it is my job." So he brings you over to this. It basically looks like a bird bath. It's a small font with very pristine water in it. Says, "What's the object in question?"
So I bring out the potion of the light moon I found.
All right. Sorry, is this music too loud? I'm gonna turn it down.
It's leaking from.
There we go. Sorry about that.
It's also coming from Tarans.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I just turn it down a little bit more.
Me? Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Do you have do you have a picture of the man? Do you have any sort of likeness of him?
Well, could draw him, one of us, if that helps.
Imagine.
It depends
a
on how
pirate.
good of an artist you are. Okay. Imagining a pirate.
Draw a picture and then do a vote on who has the best one.
What skill would you be using to draw a picture?
I'm gonna say it's like a raw craft check. Unless one of you does have any sort of craft for any sort of artistic means, in which case I'll let you use that. Otherwise, I guess that'd just be raw intelligence for you guys.
Oh,
Hmm.
Well, good news is why don't I have a? That's confusing. Why do I have a? Oh, my intelligence. Oh, yeah, my intelligence is high. Duh. Okay. Raw intel. Okay. Can I just use a raw
I draw
craft
fairly
check?
well.
Yeah, that's basically what I want you guys to do.
Okay.
So this gnome sits back down at his desk as he waits patiently for you to all scribble out pictures of this man.
I mean, I'm not gonna beat Don, but
So, and sure enough, the halfling just basically outshines the hell out of you guys. You managed to even get like the scraggliness of the beard proper with you. You are an astonishingly good artist, apparently. So you present that picture.
Craft alchemy. I'm gonna create an alchemical image of him.
If you could give me a good alchemical thing that would let you get an image of something, then I might let you.
I have a rope.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
The halfling does.
Yeah. So basically, you managed to draw up a picture of the guy, which is pretty impressive for how little you actually managed to see him. So the gnome kind of stands up, wakes up from a little. He goes, "Oh, you guys done? You guys done? Okay, let's go." And he grabs the picture and says, "Yes, this will help out." He walks over to the font and he takes the potion of cure light wounds and he also takes the item. I'm trying to see if the item is actually used up during.
When I see Don's image, I just tear mine apart.
You just rather
No,
not
no.
even. Okay.
No,
You're just not even gonna
no,
try.
mine sucked. No, don't bother.
Okay. So between this picture and this potion, so it was his. Then that should help us out a lot. It will be still challenging though. So because we simply do not know the man, and it depends on how strong he is at resisting spells. So and now he gets a will save. All right.
While he casts the spell,
and-
I take a quick look at my sword.
I mean, your sword's not glowing right now.
Okay.
So the gnome kind of focuses over this pool for a while, and sure enough, an image starts to actually coalesce. And sure enough, you actually get a nice image of the man, and he seems to be currently. It looks like he's hiding in an alleyway. He's kind of huddled up against the wall, flipping through a spell book rapidly.
Any distinguishing marks that we can see outside the alleyway or something?
So give me everybody roll me a knowledge local check.
Okay. Yeah, I guess from pure and again.
A what check? A knowledge?
Finally, a decent
Knowledge local.
roll.
Oh, I roll good and
Oh, do I have that?
If you don't,
Sort
then still roll it. The maximum you can get is a 10.
Yeah.
Now,
is-
Rao, do you actually have it trained?
No, I don't.
Okay, so
I just
No
rolled
one
it.
has
no one has it trained. Okay.
Can I roll knowledge nature instead? Or survival?
It's in the middle of a pretty urban area.
Fine.
So
Plans.
I mean, you can try, but it's probably not gonna be super useful. Actually, does anybody have knowledge geography?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
I have knowledge of the
Yes?
planes.
Roll knowledge geography then.
Can I just keep that roll and roll knowledge geography instead?
No, because I wanted you guys to roll knowledge. Okay. You're guessing based on the position of the shadows, and the time of day, because it's probably about 2 or 3 o'clock now. And basically because Daventry's nestled in the mountains, shadows on either side grow and shrink over the course of the day, and it looks like he's entirely in shadows. So you're guessing that he's closer to the west side of town.
That's splits the city in half, but still pretty big.
You can also tell, because you all rolled at least decent on your knowledge local checks as well as you could, you can tell that it's not, the place that he's in isn't super nice, but it's not bad. It's clearly not the theater district.
probably
anymore.
in the southwest.
That sounds like
Yeah.
decent homes.
All right,
And
let's.
the gnome looks up and says, "Hopefully this is helpful to you."
Yeah,
Is the guard
that's
still there with us?
plenty helpful.
Or
Is the guard still
Is the guard
Yeah,
still there?
the guard is still there. He's kind of leaning in the corner.
Ask him if he recognizes the place. The image is still there.
All right. He's gonna roll knowledge local. It says, "Oh yeah, that's right on the edge of the temple district. It's
Alright.
pretty far west. So he kind of the place that he seems to be indicating is probably around here-ish on the map.
Okay. Well, we at least know where the wizard is now, and you can see what he looks like and that sort of stuff.
I'd better send a guard or two with you. Actually, I could come with you if that's all right.
That's fine with us.
Yeah, that's more than fine.
Oh.
Safety in numbers.
Voice.
And given that it took some time, it took probably 10-15 minutes to really cast this spell, since scrying's a bit complicated, and also basically word has come back to the guard barracks that sure enough the inn was set on fire. So
Dang that pirate.
Did you manage to get the fire under control?
so there's been no word as to the resolution of the fire, just that sure enough there was a fire.
Well, I hope they.
It sounds like the
nothing.
guards are currently working to put it out.
You just can't trust pirates anymore. It's sad.
I hope nobody gets hurt badly.
I do say out loud at some point, darn those pirates.
I want to do a linguistic check to try to tell where Horikawa's dialect is from.
All
If they
right.
have that southern drawl. Meh.
Actually,
Hey,
how
plus
difficult of a
9 on
linguistics
this.
check would that be? I'm gonna check, because who knows? Maybe that's enough.
I don't know.
We might as well head after and try and catch that pirate before he does any more damage.
Yeah, that doesn't look like it's gonna be enough.
Speaking
to
of which, how
accurately get
big? How big on this map is the detection ratio? Like 100 to 150 meters? Is that like, I don't know. I think it's like something like 1 square, but I'm not really sure.
it. No. The city's bigger than that.
Ah,
It's probably about the size of the bubble that I have marking where you guys are. Speaking of which,
alright.
That's a really big city.
yeah,
Yep.
That's
it's a
also
metropolitan center.
that guard barracks is also massively oversized. Then
Not
It's for the
necessarily.
entire city.
Yeah.
It's not simply just the guard captain's office and a couple others. This is a full-on barracks.
Let's
Got,
consider
like,
that
training
probably-
ground in the middle and everything.
Like, consider that the square probably also includes, like, the yard where they train and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does.
well, might as well head after the guy then and see if we can catch him.
Can I retroactively say that while he was crying, I took the 1-minute ritual to resummon Pineapple?
Yeah, that's
Alright.
that's entirely fair. So you got Pineapple again. Your pony bids you adieu and poofs into a puff of purple smoke.
Turns to Ponyvale, or wherever he came from. I'm not sure how summoning works. Like, does it create, or does it pull something out?
I think it creates.
I thought that summoning. What class are you playing? What's the spell you're doing?
It's
Summon monster.
Summon Monster.
Oh, never mind. That's different then.
If it was Summon Nature's Ally, then you could make it the
Because I know
case that it was.
paladins. For paladins, their horses come physically out of like a portal. They're celestial horses
Oh,
or
that's
whatever
neat.
the hell.
Ooh.
I don't get no dumb horse. No
So
offense.
what level paladin are you?
1.
Well, there you go.
I don't get one at level 6 or whatever either, so you know.
I don't know when paladins get their celestial horses or whatever.
Like 4. Like 4 or
5.
6.
5.
And those
well,
like
not-
physically open, I think, a portal to another plane of celestial horses or something.
Gotta summon the horse dimension.
Essentially.
Well, although there are other options besides horses.
Oh, are there
The
really?
dimension of any kind of mount, so not only horses, but also stupid green horses and chocobos and all that crap.
Summon a dolphin.
It's
Summon
probably
a
not terribly
rideable
useful.
dragon.
If my character was a paladin or something like that, theoretically I could actually get a riding dog as a paladin mount.
Actually, that seems
Because-
rather fitting for Dawn.
Shame.
Riding dogs can only support small creatures, so.
Oh yeah, Dawn's a halfling.
Oh, well then, yeah, it would actually work.
Totally.
Riding dogs are actually pretty good mounts, better than ponies.
All
Let
right.
me see, do I have any points in ride? No.
So the whole lot of you join this guard and start heading down the streets that kind of line the. There's a street that kind of runs along the wall, and so you guys are kind of going along that. And you do eventually make it to a religious district, and you kind of make it through that. And there are temples of all sorts of gods there, including to Yolana, which was the goddess of the priestess that you guys rescued. And so you guys head on past, and you kind of make it to this area that's on the border of the Decent Homes District and the Religious District.
I do it like I did before and have the sword pulled out like an inch or so you guys can see a little bit of the blade.
Yep. Do you want to do the whole pineapple aerial hunt thing again?
Well, if
I mean,
Pineapple is up to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good idea, I think.
Then we strap a sword to the pineapple.
So that was perception, right?
Well, it's going to be survival to actually track, but
Right.
as you guys are wandering around a bit, it doesn't take too long for Pineapple to give another, as you described it, wet squawk.
Mm-hmm.
As sure enough, the sword does start glowing ever.
Right. Let's try to survive this.
All right, this time you actually have somebody who has a decent survival check, so maybe
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Holly can give this.
Why not?
Pineapple
Well,
got a natural 20.
wow, all right.
hey, I could still crit fail and throw you off.
That's true.
So we basically know exactly. Presumably.
Yeah, so you actually managed to track it down to a single block of the city, and it's kind of hard to tell, but you think that it's inside this one building, and it's just the building is kind of just a small shop, like a convenience store.
Okay. Are there any other entrances to the shop?
There's a
Side-
back entrance.
We should probably have someone looking at the back entrance. Make sure he doesn't escape that way.
Preferably somebody with a non-shit perception modifier.
Which I've got a 4 in perception.
The guard says, "I can watch the back if you guys."
Okay, that works for us. And let's head into the shop then.
The guard has his spear drawn, and he's standing at the back. You guys head into the shop, and there's rows of shelves with snacks and drinks and stuff. It's clearly just a small convenience store, and there is nobody there except for a shopkeeper.
Obviously a front.
Wait,
there's
are there those plastic things? Are there like soda
Like a
cans
barrier?
or whatever?
oh, like bottles.
Yeah.
the
like
plastic rings. The plastic
Yeah.
rings. No, you don't. You do see like cans of drinks and stuff.
Are they
but none of
being
them
held
are-
together by the?
None of those are being held together by any sort
Dang.
of rings. The halfling behind the counter kind of perks up, and she leans forward and says, "Yes, how can I help you?"
We were wondering if you happened to see someone dressed kind of like a pirate with a parrot on their shoulder walk in here or not.
Fire the Parrot? No, I haven't seen anything like that.
Really?
Sense motive?
Really?
And motive.
As far as you guys know, you have no idea. You don't think that she's lying? She doesn't seem to be.
Is the sword
I'm
glowing
convinced she's
brighter?
not lying.
Is
The sword is glowing pretty bright.
Did it
Does
get
it-
brighter when you walked in the store, or?
Yeah, like let's say you're moving towards the counter. Does the brightness shift noticeably?
So Velmer, you actually kind of pace back and forth in the store, and it actually it seems to be glowing brightest like toward the center of the store.
Maybe there's a trapdoor or something.
Yep.
You see no signs of any sort of trapdoor.
Obviously.
Perception check.
Detect magic.
All right,
Wow.
you cast detect magic, and you actually detect the signature, but it's below you.
Oh.
So maybe it's he entered a tunnel that leads below the shop or something.
And it feels like it's moving.
Yeah, tunnel.
Finally, a non-shit perception roll. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to find a trapdoor in the floor.
There are still no trapdoors.
Yeah, I think the
You
shop
successfully
is
find all 0 trapdoors.
I think the shop is
Okay.
unrelated. It's just moving underneath it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the halfling then. Is there a basement to this place?
Basement? No, that would get in the way of the sewers.
Oh.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Can
Okay.
you point us to the nearest sewer entrance?
What? Are you trying to go to the sewers?
We are now.
No, we're just sewer connoisseurs. We're very interested in creating maps of sewers and sewer entrances. No.
I mean, just walk around outside. I'm sure you'll find a manhole cover. I couldn't name where one is because I don't think I've ever paid attention to that.
What is like the level of technology of this place?
Okay.
Basically, gunpowder is almost as advanced as it gets.
Other than
Okay.
magic, of course.
Yeah, and then magic.
But they have bottling and plastic.
They do, because magic.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like magic is common enough that it affected the economy. Like it's and stunted technology because
So there's-
maybe gunfighter like would have been higher, but they don't need to.
There's some level of industrialization due to magic.
I mean, he had no
okay.
choice because my backstory includes like a modern economy to function.
A little bit, yeah.
It's a bit like the Industrial Revolution, except instead of industry, really small. Instead of steam engines, we've got like I don't know, magic robots or whatever. I don't know.
So, I head out to back and tell the guard. Apparently, he's traveling through the sewers.
Traveling through the sewer. Oh. There's some grates out. They're blocked off. It'd be hard for somebody to get through. But if he was able to burn down an entire inn, then he could probably blast his way out of the sewers, out of the city that way.
Well
Well-
then,
I guess we need to track him through the sewers.
can't say I've ever been inside a manhole before.
Neither
Oh,
can
man.
I.
The double entendre here.
It's not a pleasant experience.
All right. So if you guys want to roll me like a perception check to try to find the nearest manhole cover or something.
What manhole?
Well, I
Oh.
think we probably
Yeah,
found
no,
it.
you found it. Both of you guys just walk outside and they're like, oh yeah, there's one right here.
Man, that hole.
They found it so well they immediately fell into it.
That would have been a crit fail.
That would have been a funny crit fail. No, you guys find one very quickly.
Is it open or?
No. Why would a manhole be open?
You know, it's Sewers
if he used
Appreciation
it,
Day.
he
I
didn't
used
cover
2
it.
plot points to make that a thing.
Can someone strong please lift the grate off the sewer or whatever?
I'm sorry, could you
Sewer
repeat that?
Appreciation Day would be the worst day. You open all manhole covers.
That would be
It's the
awful.
worst holiday in history. Everybody
Um,
take a waft.
See?
Smell that
After
good
that
cake.
day, you
Outside of
appreciate
the-
your dang sewers. Let me tell you.
Is there
Sewer
like a rival
Appreciation Day.
septic tank appreciation day?
Yeah.
They shift every year. Every 2 years, it's one and the other.
That'd be pretty.
Anyway, I use the prongs of my pitchfork to lever out the manhole cover, if that's possible.
All right, roll me a strength check.
Can I aid him
Nope.
in this task?
All right. You put your whole weight into it, but you put it at the wrong angle, and now the prongs of your pitchfork are bent.
Ah, damn.
So
Wow.
you functionally have a -1 to attacks with your pitchfork until you get that fixed.
Hooray.
How acidic is the acid in Acid Splash?
Probably not acidic enough to burn through like a solid 1.5 inches of iron in
Damn.
any decent amount of time.
Fair enough.
Is the hole big enough on the manhole that you can put fingers down and get a hold?
Yeah, you could try to put your fingers in, but have you ever tried to lift a manhole cover?
Nope.
They're really heavy.
Yeah.
I go back into the shop and see if there's a 10-foot pole I can buy.
As a matter of fact, we have sales on 10-foot poles today.
I'm
They're
making
yours
in
for,
the meanwhile,
for
I'm
the
making
low
a task.
price of
I'll
7
take
copper.
one. I'll take one.
All right, 7 copper, please.
Okay, hand it over. Here, let's use this to leverage the manhole up.
While you
This,
bought that,
10-foot
I made an
is
attempt.
made of wood and is kind of on the thick side, so it's kind of hard to. You can't really jam it in there. If you could get it under it, you could probably use that as a lever to get the whole manhole cover off. But you need to get a space big enough for it in the first place.
Well, Bellmer rolled a 17. Did he manage to lift it a little bit enough to shove the thing under?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, you managed to lift it up a bit, enough for the pole to go under, and then roll me a very easy strength check to actually get this thing open fully.
Finally, use for a 10-foot pole.
The first and only time.
Granted, you are a small creature, so a 10-foot pole carrying around is going to be a little on the fun side.
Yeah. It probably looks quite ridiculous, but I just leave it under there. I'll help with putting my weight on it, but someone else had better help as well, because I'm not that strong.
I don't know who's the strongest other than Bellmer.
I can
I'm
be
basically holding
the
the lid up.
strongest.
That would be Velma, yeah, and
Okay,
then
so
raocow.
So Ralgil, you
Nothing.
actually start pulling so hard that you lift yourself off the ground, and it's still not moving.
Someone that's actually the second strongest person in the group. Figures.
And then Nava just walks over and it does it no effort. The manhole just flips open.
Okay.
Good. I made
With one
Relgul
finger,
stay
just pushes.
a little bit more worse.
You did it. You're a hero.
I am.
Now that I'm down, I look. Is there a way? Is there ladders or something to get down into the sewers?
Yeah,
to maintenance?
there's a ladder to crawl down, and as you stick your head and take a look, boy howdy, do you get a whiff. It
Is it
smells
like a narrow tunnel or something?
awful. Yeah. There's a whole tunnel system down there, but it smells.
Summon a rhino and have
god
it
awful.
charge through it.
We're gonna
Oh.
regret this, but let's. Can you see?
I think the only one that doesn't have dark vision is Colleen.
I don't
Yeah.
have either.
I use my duck to echolocate.
If you roll a high enough survival check, I'll let you do it.
Or-
It's got to be a pretty high survival check, though.
Sure.
I've got dark vision, so
It would have needed to be a 25, actually.
Oh.
So maybe next time.
okay. Well, I guess I'm going down first then and leading the way, and seeing if we can't.
I'm gonna turn on one of my torches.
All right. You light a torch, and you notice that it starts light. It starts. The flame ends up being bigger than you anticipate as you hold it over the manhole
dear.
cover
Is
from
the
all the
sewers thing
methane.
gonna explode on us?
I mean, we
It's
might
not
explode
exploding
the
yet.
Yet.
As of right
Well,
now, we're not dead.
Well, you could drop it down there, see if it lights the whole sewer system on fire. I bet our
Rush doesn't know it.
over there would love that.
Let me look at something.
I mean, do any of you guys have like dancing lights or just light as a spell?
Not prepared.
Ah, you see, there's your mistake.
Yeah, because I don't need it.
Okay, that's fair.
Let me look something up real quick.
There is reasons I should have taken it. I forgot to scribble in, but oh well. I actually had the money for and was debating grabbing an ever-burning torch, but I didn't think I would need it because, well, my character's got dark vision.
There's also sun rods. Does anybody have a sun rod on them?
Nope.
Ha! I can summon fire beetles who are limited with summon
Fire beetle?
monster. Yeah.
Let me take a look at fire beetle. Summoned creature, fire beetle.
Let me put the link in yield.
Luminescence. Oh man, that's a really clever solution. Yeah, I mean that works absolutely.
So we got some lighting bugs.
Yeah, so
I gotta check.
pineapple will need to be
Yep, I expected
summoned.
that.
But yeah, you summon a swarm of these little fire beetles, or is it a swarm that you summon, or do you summon just one?
I only have the one because I'm only level 1. Let me see if it says anything about that. Yeah, it just says fire beetle singular, and it looks like we just got the one, but
So you summon a big glowing beetle.
Mhm.
It's about the size of raocow, and it's luminescent.
That's a
Okay.
huge bug.
it can also smite evil.
What?
What?
Why-
Oh my god, it can! What? Why can you? That's amazing. I'm so
Yep.
confused. I love it. Okay, yeah, sure. It gives really crappy vision, but it gives some vision.
Better than nothing, I figured.
Yeah,
Since
I mean,
fire
yeah, sure.
isn't an option.
You summon a fire beetle, and he looks up at you and clicks his mandibles at you.
I'm
Alright.
still going to lead because I probably I have dark vision.
No, yeah, you got dark vision. You don't like that's really for our human friend.
So I should probably just run ahead and try to intercept him if possible.
So yeah, would I be rolling survival or something to try and follow where the wizard guy went or something?
So are you gonna actually climb into the sewer at this point?
Well, yeah.
Presumably.
So there's basically nowhere dry to stand. Basically,
How deep?
It's probably about a foot deep.
Okay, so I
So
can
it's
still
not
breathe.
it's not a ton, but it's enough to probably slow you guys down, especially the smaller folk.
It's also probably super gross. But,
It is
I mean...
incredibly disgusting.
I am going to really, really need a bath after this.
Like you know how disgusting human sewers are? Imagine sewers for an entire conglomerate of fantasy creatures. It's
Yummy.
pretty nasty.
You can tell that the wizard is desperate.
Are we
technically,
going to
then
have
you-
to do a saving throws against disease?
Yeah, sure. I think that does make sense. A very easy fortitude check from all of you.
And I
For
have
how well
plus
you can
2.
actually focus.
I had plus 2 for my undead resistance. That's Constitution, right?
Yeah.
What are we
yeah, so,
rolling?
fortitude save. Very easy.
Fortitude?
Fortitude. Luckily, that is still enough.
What, the 6?
Yeah. I told you it's an easy fortitude save. You guys just need to beat a 5.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's disgusting, but like it's
I
not
could fail
magically
for
disgusting.
It's magically disgusting.
That marketing ploy didn't go very well.
No.
I mean, it's the sewer day.
All right, so you hop in there and you got the fire beetle with you. He's kind of crawling on the wall because he can.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are now in the sewer. Congratulations.
We
They
did
can
it.
fly, can't they? The fire beetle, so he doesn't even need to crawl on the wall.
Actually, the fire beetle can fly.
It can, but it's crawling.
As
Yeah,
long
why
as it
not?
keeps up, like it's all good.
Yeah, it's got
a
the same
different
space.
either way.
So how are you guys gonna go about tracking down where the pirate wizard went?
Well, he was moving westwards, I think, wasn't he?
Yes.
So let's
actually,
Or
you did not
southwards, I
you did not
forget.
catch what direction he was traveling in.
What direction is the tunnel going? North, south, or something?
The tunnel. This particular tunnel is going north south, but there's definitely some splits off in either direction as well.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
well,
I mean, he is also in a foot of water. Like, he should be either easy to hear, or if he's invisible, like, can see the wakes in the water and whatnot, unless he's like crawling on the ceiling.
So everybody, roll me a perception check.
Should
Perception
be plenty
check?
of echoes
Yep.
too. Meh.
Oh boy.
Wow!
Oh,
I didn't have the
man.
worst perception.
well, no rolls about 15.
Yeah. So none of you guys actually managed to hear anything, which is weird because even it would be like you guys moving in here absolutely makes a bunch of noise and it's super echoey.
I thought-
So it's
Silly.
strange that you're not hearing anything.
Might be a
So
silence.
magic, silence,
Yeah.
detect magic.
Let's detect some magic.
Yep.
All right, you cast detect magic, and just on the edge of your range, for a split second, on the wall on your left, you feel you detect you
Okay.
detect the pirate wizard.
Okay, we gotta hurry. He's like barely detectable. So yeah, I start running. And I hope people follow my lead and understand what's going on.
I do.
I run the other direction. No, I follow. Okay.
Okay.
All right, roll me, because Rao, you're the one who's actually detecting. Roll me survival check to actually lead the way and track him down.
This is a bad idea.
All right, so let me actually go to the survival page. Just want to make sure, because that's a number that's close.
I can't cast detect magic on someone else to be able to detect magic. Sadly.
Survival DC
Nope.
on very soft ground 5. So what is it?
That's for
It's floor-
tracking
it's
actual.
Yeah, so what is floor is
footsteps.
literally mud in a more tasteful way put.
Dirty mud.
I'm gonna say
It's very dirty, shitty mud.
The worst kind of mud.
all right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
there will
that's
probably
not
be
enough.
worse mods with magic.
You
involved.
managed to lose him pretty quickly, and you can't seem to find him again.
God. Damn it.
What about the sword?
The sword
Yeah.
is glowing, but the glow is getting fainter.
Right. Your
And
turn to
so-
run ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving directions and
All right, your
It is-
turn to roll a survival check. Bellmer.
right. This is gonna be amazing. I tell you, amazing. I'm just gonna find the row there.
God.
Amazingly low.
Amazing.
You are running all over this maze of sewer tunnels for a bit. With
And
the
so
full
why can't
party,
I?
so-
Why can't I roll a survival check?
Because I'm the
it-
one with the
actually,
carrying the sword.
It depends on how open Bellmer is to actually sharing the sword vision information. Like, are you just peeking it out of your scabbard, or are you holding it out?
But
No,
if it-
down
if
down
it-
here I have it drawn.
Okay,
if
you
it's
have
a
it drawn. Then in
survival-
that case, absolutely, Colleen, you can make a survival check.
Well, also, if it's a survival check, can't I just see
Do a survival
tracks
check.
left or something? Like,
No, this is more for orientation than anything.
oh,
To prevent yourselves from being turned around in this maze of sewer tunnels.
Wouldn't that be knowledge geography anyway?
I would let you take it as a knowledge geography check. All right. Unfortunately, the sword is just getting dimmer.
Try
and
my
dimmer.
hand at. Oh, never mind.
All of you guys are just arguing amongst each other as to which direction to go, and the sword is just getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer.
Ah, damn it, we're gonna lose him.
We already have.
Light a torch, bring it all down.
Preferably not with us still here.
Well, I mean, of course we'll step up first. Like,
Thank you.
you know, I just kind of.
Is that what you actually want to do?
I mean, at this point, I'm getting kind of desperate.
All right. So you do manage to
Step
find
out, and we burn the sewers. We just.
I mean, we are hunting this guy because he burnt down the building. I'm not sure that burning down the entire sewer system.
We
is gonna-
have a Potsy. We'll blame it on him.
I'm agreeing. I am completely okay with this.
I hope you didn't tell me this in character.
This is what I'm saying out loud right now as Nava.
Ow.
I become very excited and pull out my tinderbox.
No way.
Okay.
So
you guys actually
You
do manage to.
cannot do this.
You guys managed to find an exit to the sewer. It's got a manhole cover on it.
Strength checks.
So who's strength checking to remove that?
I
You're in a
go
much better
first.
position where you don't need to like leverage it out, so it's gonna be easier than last.
I'll,
Nope.
I'll try. Can't believe I'm like one of the strongest with +1.
Strength is not this party's strong suit.
God,
I have +2.
damn it.
Ralgil just crawls over your head and shoves the grate open and is like, he is sick of this sewer. You guys
wanna
are
get
successfully
out.
outside, and you smell disgusting, and your boots are filled with God knows what. But you
Well.
guys are out of the sewer.
I just kind of
Out
look
of
at
sewer
Colleen.
and soon out of the town and into that river.
Colleen
I mean,
knows
if we're
what to
lucky
do.
here, we can find the exit of sewer outside on the main gate and start tracking him from there on.
We might as well light the sewer system on fire.
I mean, I'm totally.
That's
I'm
3 to
already,
2.
I'm
I-
already starting.
I'm against it.
I just love that sentence. We might as well light the sewer system on fire.
I mean,
So-
I've already begun doing so. Like,
All right, so
I didn't even wait for.
You're lighting up your torch, and just as you're doing that, the guard that was following you earlier actually walks around the corner and says, "There you are. Did you manage to find him?
I said, hold on a sec.
Wait, what is it that you're doing?
I'm lighting this place on fire.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't let you do that. Are you lighting the sewers on fire?
Yes.
It's the only way.
You can't do that.
That could do untold damage to the sewer system.
That's the
It
point.
will soon be told.
No, let's. Hey, can you point us to where the sewer system exits the town?
If you promise to not light the sewer system on fire,
Nope.
Yes! Put that torch away!
Nope. I keep doing it.
he
Colleen?
pulls out the handcuffs and says, "Ma'am, if you don't stop, I'm going to arrest you."
I defiantly stand between Colleen and the guard.
I attempt to tackle Colleen.
Oh boy, this is a mess. I think for the sake of making this all run smoother, everybody should roll
Should roll what?
initiative.
All right, group fight.
Fight.
Forgot.
And I rolled before you put up the turn order, so I'm gonna roll again.
How did I roll that again?
Oh wait.
Oh!
Oh no, but I took it. It can't work. Oh well.
Eh.
So my first roll is the real one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using.
Yo.
Hold on. We got wow.
Oh, I flew in front of Howard Callis' character. And raocows.
And then calling Gus.
Oh man, only second session already. Party infighting.
This is already a mess. And then
Yeah, we better get,
I
out,
mean, we
get
just
it out of the way early.
We just climbed out of literal shit, so it's not gonna be pretty.
hey Rao, what's your initiative bonus?
+3.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay.
I mean,
wait,
I'm just going
you
with
rolled-
what we
you rolled a negative,
democratically
okay.
elected to do. I'm the pro-democracy person here. Me
All
and
right,
Ralph.
and then
Look, see, I'm Paul. What's the word here? Result oriented.
guard got and. All right. So Velmer, you get to go first. You see Ralgil charging at Colleen. You see Nava standing in between the guard and Colleen. The guard has his handcuffs out. He looks like he's ready to give somebody the business here. What do you do?
I walk up to Colleen and try to just rip the tinder box out of her hands.
All right. Roll me a combat maneuver bonus check.
Yep.
Just slap the torch out of her hand and then accidentally into the sewer.
That'd be pretty good.
It's not lit yet. All right. What's your combat maneuver defense, Colleen?
1,000, so I'm fine.
It doesn't seem
Man,
right.
that's pretty high.
Would you mind? I absolutely
13,
believe you, but I just want you to
13.
double check. 13.
13.
Okay. So he does manage to take the tinderbox out of your hand. All right. It's the guard's turn.
And I
he
also
tries-
add, let's not make this worse right now.
I said yeah, so give me it back.
the guard decides to hold his action. He's gonna wait to see how this resolves among them. Ralgil, what are you doing? Velmer has successfully
I'm going to
disarmed
tackle
Colleen.
I'm going to tackle Colleen and try and knock her down.
She's not doing anything right now.
Down into the
she's got a-
sewer.
And
Okay,
Well,
all right. So you're gonna try to grapple her. So give me a combat maneuver bonus.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
If you're willing to defend her, then yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So your
Okay.
combat maneuver bonus check fails, and also Nava, you get an attack of opportunity if you choose to take it.
I'm
Really?
gonna try to kick Rigel away. So that's an unarmed. That's strength minus what?
That's going to be so base attack bonus plus strength. It's going to be the same as regular melee
Oh,
attack.
okay. All right.
However, you do non-lethal damage, and it's 1d3 plus strength. That ties his AC, so ties go to defender. So you miss. Ralgil manages to dodge out of the way deftly at the last second. Now
Dang
it is your turn, Nava, though.
Man. I'm gonna have the beetle attack the guard.
Oh, the beetle's still with you. Okay. Oh
why
God.
are you helping me go attack the guard?
Hey, he is a believer in democracy, unlike you.
All right. Do you have?
Is
the
it really
beetle-
democracy if it's like 3
So-
votes against the thousands of votes of people of the city?
What stats do you need?
Hey, you don't know
I've
how
actually
the
got
people
the-
that vote city would
I've
vote.
actually got the fire beetle page,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna post that in Pathfinder 10. So just use those stats to attack.
So it would be using strength, so no bonus.
Yeah.
Or
So
no
its bite
mal-
is a +1.
Oh, nice. That's strong for a bug. But it misses.
Yeah. No. The guard is now confused, and he's not liking this. So he actually You've actually still got a turn. So
Yeah, and I'm gonna since Gerbil is on the floor, tackle him so he doesn't intrude anymore. Like not tackle, like pin him down.
all right. Then yeah, roll me a combat maneuver bonus check.
And I'm gonna nail this down.
Who
Okay,
is
bonus.
rolling this against? There's
He's
no
rolling
one
this
in-
against you.
Well, he said I'm rolling it against Gerbil.
I'm making fun of you.
Yeah, that does not do it unless your combat maneuver defense is way worse than I think it is.
One of
No.
the party members is apparently an eco-terrorist.
All right. Now that the guard has been attacked, he steps up and takes his turn, and he takes a spear and stabs at the bug. 'Cause it tried to bite him. And this bug's AC is 12, so yeah, he actually misses. He like stabs the ground next to it and like dings the point of his spear, and yeah, he's freaking out a little. He's like, get this thing away from me! Ah! And Colleen, it's your turn.
I'm gonna grab my tinderbox back.
Okay, roll me combat maneuver bonus check.
Can I roll sleight of hand instead?
I'm not sure you can steal from.
Oh,
someone
and I also
trying to
need.
know that you're.
That's trained only anyway.
Yeah.
Combat maneuver bonus.
Yep.
Okay.
My combat
what's your combat maneuver
is
defense, Bellmer?
15.
Yep. So nope. Bellmer holds it like you swipe for it, and he like lifts it above his head. The last
Yeah.
second. Don, it's your turn.
Nope.
I tell these idiots to grow up and stop with this nonsense because the sky is going to get away if they keep being such idiots. And also, I attack the damn bug.
What? What?
Stop being dicks,
Is
everybody.
it
Screw this
celestial or
bug.
a fiendish bug?
I imagine it's celestial because Rao's not evil.
Party is kind of attacking each.
All right, you successfully do 1 damage to this bug.
Hooray.
How? What's your problem?
You like managed to slice off one of its legs.
That's disgusting.
It gives a little
No.
shriek and oozes some glowing orange substance. All right, Bellmer, it's your turn.
Yeah. And I'll try to walk behind, towards the garden, stand behind him with the tinderbox. Just casually walk away with the tinderbox.
Well, just moving away from Colleen like that does technically provoke an attack of opportunity from her
Oh,
if she so chooses.
Are there any, can I take more time to disengage from her or something?
So if you take a 5-foot step,
Draw.
that doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
You can
I'll
also-
do that instead then.
You can also
also
withdraw.
full
That
action
also does an attack of opportunity.
That's true, you could withdraw, but that requires a roll on your part, I believe. I can't remember what it is.
No, it doesn't. I don't believe. Withdraw is just a straight up.
The square you start out in is not considered threatened. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's just a full round action. Okay. Then yeah. Yeah, you could just take your full turn to move, to withdraw, and then you wouldn't get an attack of opportunity against you.
Yep.
So you're
Sounds
carefully
good.
moving out of combat and hiding behind the guard.
Yep.
Alright, Ralgil.
Okay, can I use Sleight of Hand to steal the torch?
I'm not sure you can really use sleight of hand on somebody who's like actively looking at you, but I'm gonna check real quick. Seal held blah blah blah. Hide object, palm weapon. Take something unnoticed.
We lost a Horikawa.
Hopefully she comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot use the skill to take an object from another creature during combat if the creature is aware of your presence. That's what I was looking for. So, unfortunately, you can't do that to take it from her. You'd need to use a combat maneuver bonus check.
Okay.
Would you like to try to take it from her anyway?
The torch? Yep, sure. I'll roll
Alright.
my -2 combat maneuver bonus.
Yeah, no, that does not work. That absolutely does not work. Colleen doesn't even move, and you just like face plant right next to her. All right, Nava, it's your turn. The guard has stabbed at your bug. Don has attacked and successfully hit your bug. And Ralgil is still trying to take stuff from Colleen.
Man, this is kind of a shit show.
What was your first clue? Putting this into initiative was a good call, though.
I'm mixed between two different priorities here.
Saving the bug and saving the parrot.
Setting the city on fire or catching the wizard?
I see. Then he'd be a corpse and be easy to find.
I mean, with how much we've been wasting time, we might have already been outside. So
To be fair, this has taken like 12 seconds because he's trying to combat a 6 second.
no, I mean
Yeah.
like down in the sewers as well.
You're still probably 200 meters from the edge of the city, like from the walls.
All my ideas would take too much time. That's why I'm taking a bit to think about this. Sorry.
That is why
I mean,
Railgo
Raocow needs to come back.
Railgo is just trying to put the torch out. That's literally all he's trying to do. Is put the torch out. As
Illy,
Bellmer
you need to be
already
stabbed.
Yeah, no, the stick's just too long. Uh So you're trying to, get the torch out of her hands. So what I would do is get another torch out to give to Colleen. Because I got some of
Okay,
my own.
so now she has 2 torches.
Well, I mean, so she can give up on the one that the kobold is wrestling over.
Okay. Just if you give the kobold enough torches, then he won't be able to take any more.
Well, I mean, right now he has one hand busy. Like, he's busy kind of like on
Well,
one side of Colleen.
Yeah, he hasn't actually taken it yet.
Oh.
Grabbing
In that
that.
case, I would, like, ready it in case.
Okay, so you pull out a torch and you're like ready to hand it off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. As the guard's turn again, he takes another stab at the insect. Oh, that hits. That hits. That spear pierces the bug's shell, and the bug squeals as it dies. That is a dead fire beetle.
That is still glowing.
I close my eyes.
Yeah, it keeps glowing after death.
In
For
sadness.
1d6 days after its death, as it turns out.
Huh.
So,
But as a summoned creature, does it vanish or something like that? Because of summoning states.
Yeah, its body will vanish after a minute, anyways.
okay. So, now it's Colleen's turn, and unfortunately, Haruko has not come back.
Yeah.
Mind sending her a text or something, just to see what the haps is?
Probably her internet, because she's outright out of Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had internet problems that session.
Oh,
too,
it's
as
she
well.
just dropped out of Roll20 too. I want to at least resolve this whole situation before we call it for this session.
And
so-
how do we resolve this anyway?
That's up to you guys. I do not have an answer for you.
I'm not sure he was expecting this result.
I was expecting it like from session 1 when I realized that raocow was gonna be like, burn everything. I still haven't used Detect Evil a single moment because I do not want to find out.
I mean, maybe she's just very neutral. That's not evil.
Actually, I have not gotten her alignment. Yeah, no, she's not listed on here though.
Yeah.
Trying to
From
remember.
her point of view, she's chaotic good.
I don't think that. Oh, according to her character sheet, I was just trying. There it is. It says alignment not given on here actually.
Yeah, I didn't give an alignment either.
Yeah, that's fine. But if you do cast Detect Evil on her, she will need to tell me whether she's evil or not at least.
She seems chaotic
Almost.
good to me. Or chaotic, not neutral, because like she likes nature over civilization.
Chaotic naturalist.
Yeah, like there's not really a place in the grid.
Chaotic, questionable.
I take care of
Sounds
neutral. If chaotic good, she wouldn't be an eco-terrorist.
Why
She'd
not?
be a hippie.
Because chaotic good will fight evil but have no regard for human laws.
Yeah.
Chaotic good has regard
Not
for human law.
necessarily. It's all of that is a bit fluid.
Chaotic neutral would make more sense for a ranger. Also, there's the fact of that she's shown that she has no caring of who gets hurt.
As long as it's not the parrot. In fact,
Yeah, as long as it's not an animal. Like, she doesn't care about sentient beings, but she's all about animals.
there really needs to be a better term than sentient beings for things that
Sapiens.
just general fantasy races that aren't necessarily
Fantasy
human,
people.
but like encompasses all like elves, dwarves, gnomes.
Yeah, there's not really a word for that.
There is
PC
maybe
races.
is there one in any of the languages that any of you guys speak? Because I know that we got some non-English
What?
speakers in here. Is there a word in French or something?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not in German that I know of.
Well, I think like human
Person, maybe.
maybe.
Is there a way to address it like collectively though? I just feel like it's something that's
Civilized
missing.
races, would just say, like, anything that has civilization.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, I can see that, like civilized. All right,
Civilized races.
very colonialist terminology, but I'll accept it.
Sapient word I've actually heard used.
So, what are we doing if Horikawa does hop back in?
That's a really good question, actually. If we weren't right in the middle of something, then I'd say we just call it, because we are past the 3-hour mark. So
We're gonna call it right now the
it just
weirdest,
seems
pointless
weird to
cliffhanger.
do so. I mean, if this whole thing didn't hinge so much on her decision making, then we could call it now, or like I could basically play for her.
Deus Ex Machina, summon a bunch of other gods who just happen to be nearby.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm not a fan
that-
of the whole Deus Ex Machina thing.
And also, that's
Yeah,
not
no.
necessarily what would stop her, is the thing. Hey, she just back
Yeah,
in
that's
Discord.
also true. Did you send her a text by any chance?
Yeah, she's back in Discord. She,
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
That's a good start.
just gonna give her time. It's either her internet, which is sometimes weird, or her laptop overheated, which happens.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I used to have a laptop that was pretty garbage about keeping itself cool.
Hey,
Hey, welcome back.
You vanished right as your turn started, so we've been waiting.
BTW, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you.
No. I was using my girlfriend's old laptop until last or whatever, when I was at her place, which was not good. This new one's better.
Oh, back in Roll20. Making progress.
I'm amazed I'm coming across as
Wait,
clear
wait,
as
no, I heard her very, very faintly.
Hello?
Speak.
There you
Hey,
go.
there we go.
My internet just went down randomly.
That's what I thought.
I was gonna text you because I have your number, but like, my phone was dead too. So there you go.
Walking technically.
Yeah, I remember how you were having issues like a few weeks ago, so that's where my mind went. That or
Yeah.
your laptop
It co-
overheating. It was one or the other.
Oh, those are two of my problems. Yeah. It's
Is
dumb.
it-
I'm on campus, so you would expect that they would at least have decent internet, but nope.
Yeah, you'd think, huh?
Yeah, we don't even use. The dumb thing is, so I'm living in the campus graduate housing, right? And we don't even use the campus internet.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That is dumb. Well, it is your turn. Basically, all that's happened since you left is the guard killed the bug, and Nava
I think
pulled out
my
a torch,
internet-
ready to hand off. To
I
you.
think my internet blinked out for a second.
Oh.
So repeat what was said in the
Yeah.
last about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, sure. So basically what has happened since you left is that the guard has officially killed the fire beetle, and then Nava prepared a torch to hand off to you in case yours gets stolen. And now it is your turn.
I light it. I light everything.
Well, you have the tinderbox taken from you.
You have no way to light the torch.
That was taken by Bellmer.
And I walked away. I'm now standing behind the guard.
So the fire beetle, when it
It's not
dies,
actual fire. It just
Oh.
glows.
Do you have any potions you can just toss in the sewers?
How would I light the sewers on fire anyway?
Just with basically any source of flame would probably do it.
Oh, fantastic! I threw the alchemy fire.
I think this is your last one, actually.
Yes.
All right.
Because
Stop it.
So, are you
Trick
throwing it
into
straight down?
the hole.
I'm throwing it the most flammable thing I can find.
I mean, the most flammable thing you can find is probably like a nearby house. But I'm assuming that you're tossing it into the sewers. But basically, if you
Yeah.
toss it
Yeah,
straight
that's the
down,
idea.
if you toss it straight down, then it's just going to go bloop into the sewage.
Oh, well, I jump down then, and I try and find a place that I can light the sewers on fire.
All right, roll me an
Cool.
acrobatics check to not take fall damage, because this is
what-
about 15 feet.
I can't hear a word you're saying, Nicole. I heard something about you putting meat in a pot. Spaghetti.
Terrence, would you mind muting your mic for a bit? All right,
One
so
moment, I need to log back into Roll20.
yeah, sure,
it
thanks.
says you're already here.
Yeah, I'm already there on my laptop.
Oh.
When I was diagnosing my problem, because I thought it might have just been the Wi-Fi died or something, so I hopped on my desktop, which is a hardwire. And that is where I am now.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, so I didn't hear whatever happened recently, but
It's okay. Horikawa is still setting things up, but she's about to throw an alchemy fire down into the sewer after hopping down herself, which doesn't seem like the best idea, but whatever.
I don't know.
can I make a
Well, I mean,
reflex save?
is there any other
Stop.
way to set things on fire? You said if I just threw it down, it would pop.
If you threw it straight down, you could like lean in and toss it against a wall or something. Basically, you want it
Oh.
to shatter before it hits the.
Yeah, that's what I want to do then. Never mind.
Okay, sounds good. Then
can
yeah,
I
just
make-
make me a
can I
very
make a
basic
reflex
attack
save?
roll.
Try and stop her.
It is not your turn, and
Yep.
she's not really moving. She was standing right next to the manhole already.
Yep. And you didn't hold an action or nothing, so. One moment.
Today's a good
Yeah.
day.
What is my attack? Oh, there it is. Wait, what is my attack again?
This is just gonna be a very low attack roll. This is base attack bonus plus dex.
Dex. Okay. Oh, I have that written. Okay. +1 as well. Because I have.
Oh,
throw.
because yeah. Throw anything. Yeah, that that was again very easy check, and you made it. So yeah, sure enough, your alchemist fire shatters against the wall of the sewer, and roll me a reflex check. Actually,
This is gonna be good.
Oh man.
Oh.
you actually managed to lean back in time to not get completely incinerated, but you definitely do take. Let's say you take 3 fire damage as just a big plume of flame bursts up out of the manhole
Okay.
into the sky. It like bursts up like 10 feet in the air.
I am-
Sweet shoot,
I
Miss
observe
Fur! What the hell?
And
And I was gonna try to
you
block
just
the
hear-
manhole next to
No,
her with
wait.
Pony.
You hear ripples.
I slowly walk away.
You hear ripples of just flames igniting throughout the sewer, and you actually see some of the nearby manhole covers that you can see that are like further down the street and stuff rumble and lift up a little bit, and boy, if you thought it smelled bad before, it smells even worse now. But
Well, guess
Graham.
what town we're never coming back to again.
but it was very quick, but it was basically over in a flash.
I can still do a move action.
Yeah, technically.
So I'm gonna go. I'm going away to the woods.
I can attack of opportunity.
You would get an attack of opportunity on that. Or are you just gonna? What are you gonna do?
Hey,
just
you've already
stab her?
lost, man. No need to make enemies with your good friend Horikawa.
Sorry, but you just slipped over the. Okay. He's again. Rogo is thinking to introduce an idea when the guard mentioned. Yeah, it would probably cause a lot of damage to the city.
Excuse me?
Especially my character has quite a bit of liking for.
Are you gonna make that?
How would you like
I
the
understand
city?
nothing of this.
Have you seen its littering problem?
I would like to point out he's got kind of a adopted family here.
Yeah, I bet they litter. Fuck them.
So are you gonna make that attack of opportunity then, Relio?
Can I make it with my shuriken or?
Yeah, you can do it with that.
Not gonna be much damage, but she's got her back to me and not expecting it. Would that count as flat-footed?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she'd be expecting it. She's just playing it off as cool. What's your AC, Colleen?
15.
That's actually a 6 because of point blank shot or whatever.
Oh, that's 16. Oh yeah, you do have point blank shot. All right, then yeah, that would just barely hit. So you got a shuriken sticking out of your back now. That kind of hurt.
That's okay.
It's just a shuriken. Whatever.
I tell my duck to take it out as we continue to run.
Explosions were had. It's all good.
Give my duck the shuriken removal quack.
it's trained for shuriken removal. Sounds
Yeah, it's
handy
one
in
of
this
those
party.
things. One of those things.
All right, Don, it's your turn. You feel the ground rumble a little bit.
Well, it probably at this point that it dawned on me. Colleen, could it be that you have been the one who has set the hotel on fire, not the wizard?
I said I ain't no pirate. I'm away anyway, so.
Just
Anyway.
screams out, I ain't no fire.
My character suspected
boy.
it.
I
willing
try
to-
to incapacitate. I make a cold shot towards her feet, legs, whatever.
All right, so you move up and make a called shot. All right, to legs. I think that's a -4.
Oh boy.
Yeah, called shots are brutal with their penalties. Legs is a -2 actually, so
Yeah, that misses.
that doesn't hit. You swing at her legs, and she's just casually walking away. All right, Bellmer.
Well then. But like I said, if she didn't get pulled that off, I was gonna try to block the manhole with a pony. Just saying. I had mount, but that won't help now. I don't know. I don't really want to take a side in here, but I don't really want to let her walk away after all this. Well, I try to catch up to.
I mean, I'm just gonna go hide in the woods for a little while. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, so are
Yeah.
you actually going to be doing anything, or are you just going to kind of stand there dumbfounded at the whole situation?
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Why did this happen? Why?
That's fair. All right, Ralgo, what are you going to do?
Hello?
Hello.
How far away is he from me?
Okay, I was just making sure I didn't lose internet again.
Horikawa, was Colleen actually running, or was she just doing a standard
She's
move?
going as fast as she can.
Okay, then she's probably about 60 feet away.
Above 30 because she made a standard action throwing the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, that's 30 feet.
That's
She's
why
30
I
feet.
assumed I wasn't running, but I wasn't doing a full sprint rather. So I'm running, but I'm not sprinting. Whatever.
Yeah, so she's 30 feet away from you then.
Okay.
I'm also
I'm not-
diving and weaving between buildings as best I can.
Well,
So
30
I'm-
feet,
I'm
you've basically
actually
gone around a corner,
see.
probably.
I'm basically aiming to be evasive.
Follow her
All right, so
And
you're just
make-
gonna follow after her.
and make a cold shot for her legs with shurikens.
All right, you make a move and then make your attack.
Oh,
A lot of
okay.
leg hating going
Oh,
on
boy.
here. A lot of leg hating.
Yeah, your leg definitely gets hit, and it lowers your speed by. Oh, that's a critical called shot too. Jesus. Okay. So here's what happens. In addition to the damage that you take from the shurikens, there, you take 4 points of dexterity damage, and you are prone. You just got knocked the hell down.
Okay.
Pretty sick throw there.
I
Uh,
would suggest stay there till the guards get here and take you back to prison where you belong.
No, Nava, it's your turn.
So there's no more fire here where there's the sewer, right?
No, the fire was like gone in a flash, but
Um,
it spread pretty far.
But
Well,
you're
in the
seeing your
sewers.
poor friend who
I look,
yeah.
business first. I'm going back in the sewers. I'm going to try and find the wizard.
Oh, fine.
All right, so you just start climbing down the ladder.
Yep.
All right, as you climb down the ladder, you feel another rumble, and the sidewalks around you actually collapse inward into the sewer,
Oh.
and they do so in approximately a 100-foot radius from where you were. Just all of the sidewalks collapse inward.
What race are you? What race
So-
are you, ninja guy?
I'm a kobold.
So
Okay.
luckily, you are standing in like the one place where nothing would fall on your head. But everybody else needs to make me a reflex check.
And Colleen automatically fails because she's prone.
I think she gets like a -4 or something.
Plus she's her legs are probably pretty.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
that's what the
obviously
-4
the-
means.
The
Yeah.
dex damage, yeah.
Wait, why am I making a reflex save?
Because the street beneath you is crumbling out from under you.
Oh,
You get a -4 plus another -2 from the dexterity damage.
I
think you
am
said-
aware. Although the amount that matters varies by anyway. So, okay. So I get a -2. You said?
So you get a -4 for being prone, and then a -2 from your dex damage.
Okay. It's +1, and then a -1, so it's just -1. And then I add my reflex bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or actually, my reflex bonus is different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not your straight dex.
Sorry. I'm miscalculating things. So my reflex save is now ability modifier 1, base save 2, so it's a +3.
And then -6.
Not -6. You're crazy. -4.
It would be -6 from your reflex. -4 for being
That-
prone.
No,
minus-
no.
For dex damage.
You're double counting. So the minus to my reflex counts towards my reflex, or minus to my dex counts towards my reflex save. I'm already counting that in.
No,
That
I'm
affects my-
I'm following Horikawa in her calculation. She's fine.
Yeah. So I get a +3 and then a -4, so it's a -1.
Oh, jeez. Okay. You just barely managed to basically grab the edge of the ground that isn't crumbling beneath you and pull yourself up. Everybody else, actually, I'm astonished. Everybody made that check. So you guys all managed to hop onto areas of the ground that aren't crumbling, but you see some...
Can I do something slightly different?
What do you want?
I'm gonna go into the sewers, fall into the water.
You're
begin
just going to
swim.
intentionally fall.
Yep.
Are you going to catch yourself first and then let go? That'd probably be safer.
Yeah, I mean, my goal is to is to land in the water.
All right. Well, it's going to be a bunch of
Quote-unquote water.
stones and crumbled concrete in the sewer. So there's really
Yeah,
not
that's
much
why I
water.
assume it was going to be a reflex save.
Yeah. So yeah, you can just drop down. So you're standing on top of that stuff now. You're just hanging off the ledge and then let go.
Mhm. And now I'm not prone.
That is true.
Did the guard make it?
Very hobbies.
Actually, oh crap, that's right. Did the guard make it? Oh no, the guard crit failed. Oh, the guard took 7 points of damage.
Our straight man.
Yeah, no, you hear a thud as he falls in, goes, ow! But it's not nearly as loud as the crumbling of the sidewalks everywhere, including underneath some of the buildings. The ground is crumbling as all the sewer ceilings are basically giving way in a pretty hefty radius. So you basically destroyed a few city blocks.
In fairness, that was a very big security flaw, having an entire sewer full of explosive
Absolutely.
stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was
Poor
exposing
planning on
flaws
Kitty,
in the
man. Poor
system.
planning.
See, we're giving them an excuse to redo the infrastructure so it's
Yeah.
safer.
I'm basically Nero, but good.
for various definitions of good. So, and I suppose, honestly, I need to figure out how on earth this is all going to resolve. So we're going to resolve this next time. Oh boy. Hopefully everybody had a good time. I'll be sending out another survey so you can tell me your real thoughts. But yeah, that's it for this session. It was certainly something.
Something happened.
Some things absolutely happen.
Making progress, that's what.
We'll call it that, sure.
Progress towards rebuilding Devonry. Oh.
All right, and
I mean, once the city is rebuilt and it's super duper shiny and nice, they're gonna be thanking us.
Oh yeah.
this is like 2 city blocks, so
Well, it's
these
where
2
it
blocks are
starts.
gonna be really nice.
Yeah.
That's
Hero
2 city blocks
first.
that will be very nicely renovated.
So I'm gonna give everybody another level. So you're all level 2 now.
Whoa. Wow.
Oh my
okay.
god.
For all this chaos and role playing that you guys did this session. So if you need help leveling up, let me know. Just remember that I give you favorite class bonus for +1 health and +1 skill point. Other than that, I trust you guys to do it. Feel free to bug me if you want some assistance, though.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
You guys are level 2 now. I trust
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
to level yourselves up unless you want some assistance. Just send me your
Do,
character sheets afterwards.
HP get here. What do we do with our HP? Do we
Favorite
add
class bonus is +1 HP
No, I mean
and +1
current
skill.
HP.
Oh, you roll your hit die to figure out how much more extra HP you get. So it's going to be your hit die.
No, I mean current
What he
HP.
means
The
the-
amount
the-
of
Oh,
damage,
your
or
current
does our
HP.
current HP
You,
remain?
you keep the damage constant.
All right.
I'm assuming I'm not getting new spell slots either.
No. So next time you would rest up, you would actually get.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see if you guys ever actually rest. I'm not sure that you will, but yeah, and just do your health rolls inside Roll20 so I can double check you, keeping you honest. Not that I anticipate any of you guys pulling the wool on me, but
Okay.
yeah. So if you guys need help with that at all, let me know. If you guys have any questions, again, let me know, and then I'll be sending out that survey in the Pathfinder town.
I'll probably send you. I'll beep you if I have questions.
Sounds good. And 2 weeks from now on Saturday, instead of Sunday, because Saturdays are intended actual time, I will be free, and hopefully everybody else will as well.
So it'll be the 8th.
Yes.
Oh, I'm probably not free.
Probably not free. Would you be free the 9th?
No. I'm gonna
No?
I'm gonna be presenting at a conference, I think, that whole weekend, but I can
Okay.
verify.
Well,
Let me
see,
verify real quick when I leave and when I get back.
when you
Yeah,
jump in the
okay.
sewer, you're out of view, and we just don't.
Well,
Yeah,
if-
I'll catch
we'll-
up later or something.
We'll chat about this in the schedule chat, because who knows, we might be able to get.
Let me just verify real quick. It'll only take me a second to get my airline information.
Okay, yeah, then I'll stick around.
Because the conference participants or the
but,
conference organizers are paying for my flight, so they sent me. But I don't get to choose my flight dates or anything. So I'm leaving April 6th at 4. And I'm arriving back someday. Here. I'm arriving back the 9th at 11 p.m.
Oh, jeez, yeah, no, that's...
You'll be jet lagged, like it's not...
No, I'm flying, like, pretty close, so I thought I'll be jet lagged. It's a 2-hour flight, I think. Yeah, about 2 hours, maybe 2.5. It's not that bad.
Well, I'm good either day. Like, just I'm going to be stepping out.
2 hour and 42 minutes flight, yeah.
I'll be.
All right, we'll chat about it in the scheduling chat. But it sounds like Horikawa won't be able to make it next time.
My phaser now 967. Hooray!
All right, so yeah, I will. I'll see you guys next time.
All right. Later, everyone.
Yay.
Bye bye.
Or